Since I work in my garden on landscaping each weekend, I need help after bending and digging in the yard. Fortunately, my friend dug up the benefits of CBD, and I found the Diamond CBD was the best in the business.
When I'm stressed, I use Diamond CBD to relax, and when I'm in pain, I use Diamond CBD to feel better. When I can't sleep, I use Diamond CBD to rest. Diamond CBD is my best friend.
Sometimes I cannot fall asleep at night. I hate taking any medication. When I discovered that a natural sleep aid is CBD. Thanks to Diamond CBD, there are no more restless nights.
Unfortunately, I have a very heavy menstrual cycle, and the cramps actually used to stop me from leaving my house. But luckily, that's not the case anymore since I've started using Diamond CBD to ease those cramps. So I just really wanted to say quickly, thanks so much, Diamond CBD. Diamond really is a girl's best friend.
Testimonials don't lie. Diamond CBD oil works. Trading under the ticker symbol POTN, this stock is truly undervalued and ready to soar. Buy low, sell high. Diamond CBD oil, it works. Trading below its recent high, POTN is incredible value. Don't miss out. Do your own research and due diligence before investing in any company. The information I provide is in no way or manner a professional suggestion to purchase shares in any publicly traded company. I am not licensed to provide financial advice, and this should be considered entertainment. These stock profiles are intended to be trading ideas, a starting point for research. Any individual who chooses to invest in any securities should do so with caution. Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk. You may lose some or all the money that is invested. Always research your own investments and consider consulting with a registered investment advisor or a licensed stockbroker before investing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sal back in the building, man. That little ad is just so hilarious. Every time I watch that little ad that took me like 10 minutes to make, it's just so hilarious, but so effective. So effective. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sal back in the building. This is episode 130, Friday. Let's go ahead and get the show started. Ladies and gentlemen. I see people already in the chat room. What's going on, everybody? A little bit of a late start today, man. I'm going to get it together, but, just when you want to start things, that's when everybody wants to call, and family needs this and that, and you get that one girl, hey, can I get $20? Okay, all right. You guys know how it is. What's going on? The beautiful Coralie in the building. Jermaine Gill, Jeff Thayer. Yeah, that's when the side chick got to hit you up for $20. It's Friday. Trader Trace, what's good, man? Mike Reynolds. Zeke, SC Trucker in the building. Dre Gary, Lewis Rod, hello, sir. Eban R, LA from Boston. Who else is in here? Haya Watha, man. What's going on? O Priorities. It's been a minute, O Priorities. Bo Vosh, hello. Dave Thomas in the building. Hasham in the building. Desert Edge, Bat Scientist. All right. Londell Carter. Donzel Essex. Shout out to everybody in the chat room right now. Chase5326. And ladies and gentlemen, yeah, man, hilarious little ad that I made there. But go figure, unlike so many weed stocks that were down today after what we talked about on Thursday, who would have known that a little bit of a delayed reaction would have happened there? The fact that what we talked about Thursday night had an effect in weed stocks today. And across the board, we had a young lady call up, and she called up about, Cebus. She called up about Cebus, and sure enough, man, Cebus, start off the morning just fell off. Just kind of fell off. and eventually it got back to winning ways as well. I mean, you name it in marijuana, it was probably down to begin with. But the smart money, obviously realizing that this is a temporary situation. This is a very temporary situation. This reminds me of when I started the show and we went through what was called Brexit. Brexit was a very similar situation where, everybody kind of panicked. And I won't say everybody. I would say rather the unconfident investor panicked. Okay? The confident investors, or the investors who understand that you invest for the long term and not necessarily just for, today and tomorrow, as in like literally tomorrow, they sold. They sold and ran, and many of them sold for a loss, which is sad because many of the stocks that were down today will be right back to where they were in a couple of days, probably a week from now. And yes, I did see that. I saw somebody bring up OWCP, and absolutely right. Here's the daily chart for OWCP, and unlike so many stocks that unfortunately ran for their life, right? So many investors ran for their life. OWCP held the storm. In fact, OWCP put on another 15+% day. And this was a stock that many of you guys said would probably be done this week. Many of you guys said will be done this week. All right. Many of you guys said it would be done this week. POTN was up today. It was up today. All right. And now that it's Friday, I can tell you a little bit about what's going on here. The company approached me and said, hey, we got some amazing things coming on next week. I think you need to tell your buyers about it. The people who like to buy stocks, let them know. And of course, I'll let you guys know. Some people, they got in the first thing in the morning and sold, once we reached our high of the day, which was about 24% before we settled in. But we've got an incredible couple days coming in POTN next week. Several days of news releases. They haven't yet told me what exactly it's going to be about, but several days of news. So if you're in POTN, congratulations. If you're not in it, we'll see. We'll see what happens to you. Maybe you might get another chance to get in this week. Who knows? But you're not going to pay what you could have paid today. That's for sure. What's going on, Jose Guzman, Eban R, Big Zini? TGD was up today. Trucker, is that your long-term play, TGD? I see you have brought it up a couple times. Timmons Gold, that's your long-term gold play there? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're slowly working your way higher, man. A couple days of green. They haven't been, incredible, big green days, but I mean, that's how you got to do it sometimes. Slowly but surely. The bird builds its nest, man. 206, Mr. Lloyd. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Happy Friday. Oh, my gosh. Happy Friday. We made it. Man, I made it. And, oh, my goodness.
Talk about making it. Tell us about that money that you made today that I saw you post up in the Discord room. You called up yesterday. You said Priceline needed to get to this certain level, and you would possibly get this amount of money. Priceline down now another $5 today going into the weekend. I mean, how you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. I mean, I'm not like overly excited because of the amount of money I lost to get to this point, and people ask you. And it's kind of funny, when you have accumulate a lot of losses, people don't really talk about it. But when you get one of those big wins, they think that you have some type of magic key to unlock something. And the truth is that the losses really help you to gain knowledge about how to play. I think if you get hit upside the head enough, you will know what to do. And don't get me wrong, man, I was in panic mode yesterday. And for you guys that don't know what happened. I bought a trade, and I day traded, and I was in my last day trade, and unfortunately I took $1,000 profit, and so I got back in again because I saw the chart going my direction, and basically I was up another $1,600, and I couldn't take the $1,600 because my account would have been locked for 9 months or 90 days or however long it is, and so I sat there and watched $1,600 go away, and I was down $175 by the close of yesterday. Now, thank goodness for the Discord room, man. I think we're all there to support each other, kind of gain of analysis. I mean, I saw that the chart was bearish, but however, you know, the benefit about being in the Discord room is that you can get other opinions, and typically if we are all good traders, we can all think alike, and these guys saw the same thing I saw, and so we thought the chart was bearish, and I flipped it to the minute chart in the morning because I knew I wasn't going to be in the stock very long because, you know, Priceline has very large swings. So when the stock opened up, man, within 30 seconds, I had $2,000.
Wow. And
so as I'm watching the chart go down, I stayed in the stock until I saw the first green candle form. So I had a high of 5,000, and then it flipped back up on me, and so I went ahead and took the 40 was it 4,000 something. So it I mean that $5,000, man. I mean you know, I missed out on the first time, and I say I'd be damned if I miss out on another $5,000.
yes, indeed.
But yeah, I feel good, man, and you guys that are chatting in the chat room, I can't see it right now because I'm on the phone, so I can't really see what you guys are saying. But it doesn't come easy, and don't think that I mean, it's been since June since I had profits like this. I mean, I haven't seen $5,000 in forever. I mean, I'll make $600 here. You know, I'll make at least $1,100 a month. However, as far as a large payout, I mean, these home run hitters come every now and then, so you don't get the idea that this happens every single day, because it doesn't. And as you know, as much as I've called in, I've been waiting on one of these home run hitters for a long time. But right now, I was looking at my commissions, and I spent $932 in commissions this year alone.
Wow.
So that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's February too. That's right.
Right. So right now I broke even. I'm probably about $2,000 up, and I was down about $4,000 at the beginning of the year for some stupid stuff that I did. But you guys out there, just keep pushing it, man. I mean, you're going to lose. Do not expect to get these home run hitters, and if you do, be grateful for it. Don't go out there and be a cowboy. So my next play, man, is actually I'm going to play Nvidia at 103 right now. I'm going to play a longer term play, probably about 48 days out. I'm going to buy the 103 calls. I suspect it's going to go to about 110. So if I put about 1,500 in there, I should have $5,000 when it reaches 110, and I have 48 days for it to get there. So, yeah, that's my next play, man. But hey, where's that Bojangles, man? What you on a slim fast diet over there, or what?
I mean, man, I'm done with the fried chicken, man. I've been reading a little bit about what they put into fried chicken and the
Come on, I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm like,
I don't want to
man,
hear.
fuck that shit, man.
I don't want to. Nah, you want to become vegan and shit over here after all this time. But hey, I gotta give a shout out, man, for Investors Hub.
Yeah.
Their transparency, man. Actually, they came in the Discord room, and you know, typically you don't get the owners of these rooms to come in and say, "Hey, how's it going? This is us."
Oh, you're probably talking about Investors Hangout. Investors Hangout?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Investors Hangout. Yeah. Hey, my bad, man. Investors Hangout.
Yeah. Yes. We don't like Investors Hub here. We like Investors Hangout.
Yes,
there we go.
Investors Hangout. And those guys are really trying to get it together, man. And I have to thank them because, you know, I was kind of skeptical. You know, I'm always skeptical about these boards, but I mean, for them to be open and willing to take feedback and trying to make themselves better, I really appreciate it. And they have a lot of respect for your show, man. And so, I mean, you guys can get some kind of collaboration going on, and hell, we might be bigger than Donald Trump. So, But yeah, man. So everybody keeps pushing it, man, and investors hang out. Thank you so much for having me on the show this morning. I really learned a lot, even though I almost got fired trying to listen to the damn show. That's why I got to listen to it at night. But I'm expecting to take these gains, man, these small gains each week. And if I see a home run hitter, go for it. And I think the next home run hitter for me would be Nvidia. Yeah. And so we'll see how it plays out, man. But I'm cooking for the wife right now. I'm burning up some Bojangles chicken, and I'm using canola oil if that makes you feel better. But all right, brother. Well, have a good weekend. You stay away from those strip clubs, okay?
Appreciate it. Will do, man. Thank you so much, Mr. Lloyd.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. Shout out to Mr. Lloyd. Thank you so much, Mr. Lloyd, our new options guy. I always like hearing his little stories to start off the show. Appreciate you having the courage to call up and letting us know where you are, man. Mr. Lloyd's been a very, very patient investor. You know, a lot of people would have gave up on investing after some of the losses Mr. Lloyd took up, but he stuck to his guns, and it's slowly coming around. What's going on? The Federalist? I saw you in the Federalist talking about CEMP. Let me know, how are you using that? I mean, you're saying you check it pre-market to see what stocks will surge. All right. I used to do that little thing where you check pre-market. If the stock is up pre-market, then it's going to be a runner. Typically that works, but sometimes it doesn't work. I know a lot of guys get burned, you know, betting on a pre-market run, and then sure enough, the market opens and there's no support for those higher levels. What's going on, David? David from Investors Hangout again. I actually got banned from Investors Hub because I talked about Investors Hangout. They banned me. This is like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. Yeah. All right. So what were you guys looking at today, man? What were you guys looking at today? Obviously, we pulled up some charts, and as I said earlier, you name it, it was down. It was down. But I will say this: the lithium stocks were doing very well today. The lithium stocks did very, very well today. Those are actually stocks we pulled up yesterday here in the chat room on the show as well. LITH did very well today for a 9% gain. Let me see. LEXG didn't follow through there on LEXG. That one was down. But LITH, one that I know we looked at yesterday, did do very well today, almost a 10% gain. That was actually the high of the day. LITH, did very, very well for the day before settling for 9%. Okay, so nice move there in lithium plays. Okay. Nice move there on lithium. Well, that's the goal, Clavon, eventually to get bigger than that. Yeah, options is very complicated. That's why whenever I did options, it would only just be calls and puts. Options are the shit if you know how to play them right. Okay. Yeah, GIGL. GIGL was one that we brought up yesterday, too. GIGL, Giggles and Hugs. This is a stock we've talked about for the last 3 days now. Giggles and Hugs. Every time I mention it, people think it's some kind of, I don't know, like a bear company or, some type of toy company, but it's actually a kids restaurant, a kids-themed restaurant out there in California, I believe. Out there in California, GIGL, let me go ahead and confirm that. Real quick. Yes, based in LA. And yes, they are the first and only high-end organic food, active cutting-edge play and entertainment restaurant for children. Every Giggles and Hugs location offers an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere with a dedicated play area that children 10 and younger, quote-unquote, will absolutely love. We allow parents to be able to eat and relax while the kids have the time of their lives. We feature high-quality menus food on the menu made of fresh and local foods, nightly entertainment such as magic shows, concerts, puppet shows, and face painting, and hugely popular party packages for family that want to do something special. Website is gigglesandhugs.com. And they have been voted LA's #1 kids party place, LA's #1 family restaurant, and LA's #1 indoor play space for children. So looks legit. Actual operations. I'm seeing a couple YouTube videos here of some parents who took their kids to Giggles and Hugs. So it's a real place, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real place. Okay, it's an absolute real place. So congrats to everybody who was in that. Nice day for everybody, almost up 50%. Yes, indeed. Get the yodel for those investors. 50% in one day. Actually, you've got several days of gains. Several days of gains, and I think on was that Wednesday? You had another 40%. So you're actually up about 110% over the course of the week. 704, you're on the air. What's up?
What's going on?
Hello, 704, are you there? You're
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of going in and out, man. I don't know if you're in a building or what, but you're kind of going in and out. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go right now. Call us back, 704. Call us back, 704. You're kind of going in and out there. It didn't sound too good. So I'm going to let you go. Yeah, I would compare it to Chuck E. Cheese, Master 82. Very much so. Very much so. So Giggles and Hugs going through a little run there, too. Who knows where that's going to be going. All right, 704 is calling back. Let's see if he sounds better this time. 704, you on the air. What's up?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, this is a lot better. How are you?
Perfect. No, man, what's going on? It's Alex here from North Carolina.
All right, Alex,
Shout
what you
out
got
to
for
all
us,
my
man?
Latino investors.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, hey, listen, so check out, did you see RNVA? And that was some crazy shit, man.
Yeah,
Never had something like that.
Well, you remember RNVA did the reverse split. So in order to stay compliant, they went ahead and got some did a 1 for 30, got a little fatter on the price, but now they're a lot slimmer on the float. So
Dude, that shit that just caught me off guard, man. I never seen anything like that, man.
yeah.
Held strong.
Were you in the stock before the split?
Yeah, man, I still have them stocks, man. Losing money like crazy, man.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to try it out to see, because I'm learning. So I wanted to see. It's basically I paid the price, man. I'm losing crazy money on that deal. I didn't go all the way in because I'm a $500 account guy.
Okay.
So I invested about $100, and now I'm losing. But I took it as a learning experience.
Yeah.
Now I know.
So tell me you're out of the stock now, though.
No.
Oh, come on, man. I would. I mean, don't keep taking the L's, man. Just sell it, because the problem with reverse splits is that the prices get fatter, and it doesn't justify the new market cap. So even though now they're fewer shares, the price doesn't match what the investors have the sentiment for the stock. So shorters come in and eat it up, man. This is a stock that split to about, I want to say, 275, and now we're at $1.98.
Yeah, no, I'm losing big time on that deal. But I took it as a learning step. I'm learning now. I know how. If I ever come across a scenario like that, I'm just gonna sell before it takes place.
Yeah.
But I learned. It cost me a little bit, but I learned.
Not a problem, man.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I wanted to ask you, man. All these stocks that you're mentioning, where do you get those stocks from?
All right. Well, the venue, the number one venue for pink sheets, obviously for all OTC traded stocks, is OTC Markets. So if you're looking to do some research on all the stocks that trade on the over-the-counter market, the venue it's OTC Markets. So you can start a lot of research there. Obviously, websites like Investors Hangout, that are centered based on trading over-the-counter stocks. There are other websites out there that cater to that market as well. But yeah, I mean, just getting into those niche websites that track over the counter stocks is where I kind of get my info on these stocks.
So for example, that Giggle stock that you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
If I jump on one of those wagons, am I too late?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You just never know. I mean, that's an incredible, great question to ask because who knows? Is it going to go to 15 cents? Is it going to go to 30? Is it going to go to $1? Who knows? All I can tell you is that right now it's a stock that's putting up incredible volume. They're gaining in price. I don't believe it's being pushed because I can't find in my email box any promotional material pushing it. David, I know you're in the chat room. I don't know if you've heard of anything in it, but I don't see any mention of a promotion in Giggles and Hugs. So yeah, that's the risk you take as an investor. So look for those kind of
things. Look for promotions. Once a stock pushes up, look for additional promotions.
Yeah, so if a stock is pushing up, if it's being promoted, that's the risk. Now you understand, like, okay, well, after this attention goes away, am I at risk for, possibly losing by coming in too late here? And that's always a good, a powerful sign. You at least want to know if you're coming in on a promo, how soon or how early or how late are you coming into that promo? Because that kind of gives you an idea of how much time you have left to play with it.
Okay. Dude, I'm staying on top of your show, man. I can only watch it on Fridays, but good show, man.
Not a problem. Appreciate it, man.
Doing a great job, man.
Thank you for watching.
All right, man.
All right. So shout out to 704 for the call. Yeah, Giggles and Hugs, I haven't heard of any. And I don't see any emails from any promoters. And I've signed up to well over 700 different websites. And as I said in some very, very old videos, just set yourself up with a Google account, Gmail account, and then just go to google.com, type in penny stocks, and just sign up to every goddamn one you can sign up with. Take about an hour or two and just do that, and you'll always have a reference to be able to pull up a ticker. When something is running, you can go to that email address, pull up in the inbox and see, okay, who's talking about this and how long have they been talking about it. It's also a good reference for stocks that are dead. You can see when was the last time people talked about it. All right. And you can sometimes spot patterns. Okay, like, wow, every 3 or 4 months, this stock is being talked about. And you can kind of catch them that way. All right. Master, you said POTN was great. Well, I mean, we ended up, man. There were several days, Master 82, in POTN. We actually got down to a point where we were red for a second. And again, man, smart money came in and snatched all those cheap buys, man. Hit the bid and, took it with it. So it is what it is. I mean, you guys will see the rest of the week what happens. You'll see the rest of the week. All right, CVM. Now, CVM is just like RNVA. Reminds me very, very much of RNVA, a company that's struggling financially that probably will reverse split here in any moment. So I'd probably just leave those alone. I'll probably just leave that alone. All right, David likes it. Watch the bounce off at this level. Okay, David likes it. I like, the last 2 days haven't been too bad. But I'm a little so sideways on NASDAQ stocks trading this cheap. Bovash, DIGAF with 8 million float. And DIGAF with a strong day today. Digitrade Financial Corp. What line of business are they in, Bovash? DIGAF. It's been a minute since I've seen a finance-oriented company. Let's see if they are in fact finance. in the finance business, and they owns and operates a global digital asset exchange and internet financial services company specializing in blockchain development services. So very similar to BTCS, right? That's kind of the same tagline and line of business that BTCS is in. I think they actually go now by BTCSD. The proprietary trading and matching engine manages high volume, high throughput, and low latency trading, and was modeled on the same technology recently leveraged by the world's largest investment banks. Digitrade offers easy, secure, and affordable platform to buy and sell Bitcoin and other digital assets 24/7, and provides instant automated matching of orders between registered members. All right, cool. DIGAF, as you said, very low float. That is correct. About 8.3 million shares floating out there. Now trading at just 13 cents with a 44% gain on the day alone today. Yes, and it is correct. Bovach, they are current in their filings. We'll be watching that. DIGAF. We'll definitely be watching that stock. DIGAF is the ticker. 772, I think this is Treasure Hunter. What's up, man?
What's happening, Sal? What's happening, Sal?
What's going on, man? What you got for us today?
Oh, man. Let's see. It was a pretty good day in the market today. Managed to, between the damn car racing over here I got going on and day trading. Let me see. I got AUPH. I mean, okay. I just hopped in. I don't know if what you guys talked about.
Yeah, no, we haven't talked about it, but I did see somebody bring up AUPH, and nice rebound after a couple of days of red in AUPH. Solid candles confirmation of bullish activity today in AUPH. Gained almost 15% for the day. Let's see. Hopefully, it can keep this momentum because it's been bearish for the last couple of days here.
Mhm. And those one of the plays I kind of bought in early. Like reading the charts. And then let me see. And another one, BASI. Like I said, I don't know how long these bad boys gonna be running, but like I said, a pretty good day in the market.
And you said that was DASY?
No, BASI.
All right. Bioanalytical Systems at $1.26. Don't know anything about this company here. Good day today, though. 6% gain in the stock, as you see here on the day chart. Nice bad. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, I don't know how long that wasn't been running, but like I said, after I dropped that transmission in, and I hit the little stroke and took a little break. I said, man, let me see what's up my charts real quick.
Yeah.
And I seen them bad boys, and I bought them in. And another one I'm gonna tell you about here a little shortly, but kind of faked me out. But I still bought him in for the low. He climbed, but he dropped. But hold on, another one was IKGH.
IKGH.
Yeah, I be day trading, bro. I be buying all kind of shit all day long.
Yeah. IKGH. Now this one I know is an OTC stock, if I'm correct. Oh, actually, no, it's not. IKGH. Yeah, I don't know anything about this company. You plan on holding this for a little bit, though?
Hey, shoot, you know me. Find some underground shit. They got some treasures, and see what they do. For today, they worked out pretty good for me. And another one, I took a chance on. I read the charts. I don't know about those fancy indicators and all that stuff. But I bought for the low, CPRX. And all day long, I think the bitch went sideways. Like, oh, man, I might have crapped out on this one.
Yeah, no gain on this one.
Yeah, toward the end of the day, got started climbing. I was like, brought out the hole. I mean, I got it for the low. It's one of those, buying early.
Yeah, this really didn't do anything today. Just under 250,000 shares traded. It did move. I mean, from 108 to 1012, but couldn't hang on to any gains today. Closed sideways.
Yeah. Exactly. But then again, like I learned, watching his show, you get in for the bottom, and whatever goes up, gain. I think I got him in for 20-something cents, and I don't know, like 30 sense now. Like I said, I don't know how long the bad boys gonna be rolling, but you know that's what I hopped in for the day for my day trades, you know, and hopefully they'll do something for Monday, you know.
All right. I think the most promising are the ones you called are probably AUPH, just because I know that's a stock that's ran before. Today, green day after 3 days of losses, so we'll hopefully see that's a turnaround situation for that stock.
Well, shit, that's like what Dry, you know, like the rest of them did. Banged out pretty good, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, they start waking up.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I got for you, Cuzzo.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the call, Treasure Hunter.
Hey, man, you got it, man.
All right, so there's Treasure Hunter with the call. Thank you so much, sir. Somebody brought up Plug Power. Plug Power looks like, after several days of, winning, Plug Power decided to give some profits to investors. Some people decided to cash out today, so Plug Power down 5%. Well, just under 6% for the day on PLUG. Plug Power down to $1.13 now. All right, based on, and not bad. I mean, it's not, we'll see what happens, although you practically erased almost 3 days worth of gains in the stock. So we'll see if Plug Power can get back to winning next week. Although it was on our list for about 3 or 4 days there earlier in the week. All right, earlier in the week. Yeah, CNBX is another weed affiliated play. And like so many weed stocks was down today, but CNBX, the last 3 days was down considerably. CNBX was down considerably, as you can see there on the daily chart. So CNBX, I don't know. You could probably say this is an opportunity. This is possibly an opportunity for somebody to come in there. I love the way that, as you can see here, at about 130, 145, the stock found its mojo a little bit back there, and you gained almost 45 cents a share from about 130. All right, so you've got some support there, strong support there in the the 230s. All right, some pretty strong support there, 224, 230. You got really, really strong support there, and actually tested it a couple times in the chart. 3 times tested that level of support, and you bounced right off of it. So 298 is where CNBX lasts now, but still down 6% for the day. We'll see if CNBX can start winning like the rest of them again, if CNBX starts to pick itself up with the other ones. The other stocks like CBIS, MJNA, I'm not worried about. I'm not too worried about. As you can see here, CBIS got to a low of 9 cents today. Got to a low of almost 9 cents today. And going back to the daily chart, this is a stock that, and again, CBIS is another stock that just before October, as you can see there on the daily chart, we were talking about another stock that was, 1 cent a share or, 0.015 cents a share, got to a high of almost 14 cents. But CBIS, yes, going to as low as 9 cents today, a price where it hadn't been in close to a month, now below the 20-day moving average on the daily chart in CBIS. But I'm not worried about those stocks. I think they'll pick themselves back up relatively soon. Somebody had mentioned that it was probably because of what the vice president said. I did not hear what the vice president said about marijuana. So if the vice president said something about marijuana and federal enforcement in that sector, let me know. I did remember hearing what the gentleman who runs the State Department, their spokesman, say yesterday, because that's what we covered on the show. All right, that's what we covered on the show. I saw MJNA take a double today. All right, MJNA down almost. That stock was actually down a lot worse. Looking again on the 5-minute chart, we can see here that stock dipped to as low as 10 cents a share, which is a price that it hadn't been to in almost 60 days. So you had to buy that all day, every day. I mean, MJNA 10 cents a share. Way, way, way oversold. Okay, and you can pull out your RSI to see where many of these marijuana plays got to as low as 10 or 20 on the RSI. All right, letting you know that these were way oversold in comparison to the recent moving action in the stock. Okay. Yes, indeed, Oakland in the house. Everybody press the like button. Press the like button if you can right now. Press the like button if you can right now. Well, Patrick, I mean, you know, I wouldn't push it if I didn't think it was going to move. You know, they don't contact me to tell me to let people know to get into the play if they don't think it's going to move. But yeah, I'm so impressed with OWCP. So impressed. OWCP. While everybody's basically hanging on by a thread, OWCP gained another 20% in an industry where everybody else was down. Shout out to POTN as well. You know, while everybody was down, these two stocks struggle to maintain their dominance in the market right now. All right, and they maintained it. They showed why, OWCP especially showed why it's the dominant MJ stock right now. OWCP, that can't be denied. That can't be denied. That stock had every reason to crash today. It's more expensive than the others. It's up well over, 200% over the last week and a half. It had every reason to crash today. And it didn't. It had every reason to crash today, and it didn't. So you've got some strong hands. You've got some strong hands right now in OWCP. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. And a lot of these other stocks that don't shook out the weekends. It shook out the weekends. David brought up PGUS. Yeah, PGUS did do relatively well. Did do relatively well in PGUS. Let me see here. Back again to the daily chart. The volume 1.3 million was okay. That was good. I'd like to see a little bit more volume. I was kind of surprised on the volume. Obviously, yesterday they had the whole situation where they were coming on Investors Hangout to do the interview. Had a lot of people excited about that. A gain is a gain, though, right? I mean, a gain is a gain. This is a stock that's now up over 40% since the morning of the 21st. Over 40% since the morning of the 21st. So PGUS, volume or not, was able to put on a green day. Was able to put on a green day. Yeah, Rising India, RSII, Rising India. Another, thank you, Trucker, for bringing up Rising India, RSII. That's the ticker for RSII. That's another cannabis play. But RSII is being pushed. I did find out RSII is being pushed, and by a website called bullinadvantage.com. It is being pushed by a website called bullinadvantage.com. And they have been talking about RSII now for just under a week. They have placed the stock on their so-called extended watch list. So every afternoon when they send out a little wrap out email, they have the RSII ticker at the bottom as their stock to watch. Among others, they have MAXD. If you guys remember, MAXD is the sound company. They have a product which is very similar to what Dolby offers. If many of you guys are familiar with Dolby sound is in vehicles and movie theaters. IMAX uses, well, they have their own now, but they in the past used Dolby. And a lot of people are aware of the Dolby sound name. So MaxD has what they say is a comparable quality of sound and a patented system and that ticker is MAXD. That stock was actually up today, as we can see here on the daily chart. That stock was up today. 2 nice days on the stock, actually. Up almost 10%. MAXD. Dries, you said close to bottom. Look, everybody's trying to time the bottom of Dries. You know, a lot of people trying to time that bottom. Just let it get there. Just let it get there. Just let it get there. Here's the chart right now, and as you can see, that skinny doji shows that some sentiment could be changing. And yes, I perfectly understand that, everybody wants to catch what could be a possible run in Dries because we know what that can do. I don't mind waiting for confirmation. I don't need every cent. Master 82, you said the system is great. Yeah, if you go to the MaxD website, which is actually really nice looking, they give you the opportunity to hear what the MaxD sound quality sounds like. To me, it just, I can't tell the difference because it sounds like it's just the volume pushed up. But, some people say there's a difference in the stock. Somebody's bringing up Canopy Growth. What's the ticker for Canopy Growth? It's not one of the OTC stocks that I follow because I know it's a Canadian-based marijuana play. So let me know what the ticker for Canopy Growth is, and I'll look it up, Gaza. All right, Jeff Thayer with TWMJ. There it is. Appreciate it. And okay, so three days now. Red days in Canopy Growth. Okay. Let's pull the chart back a little bit. Let's see where we are here. All right, 891. As you can see here, it's just above the 20-day moving average on the daily chart. Just above. We're well above the 200. Well above the 200. So we'll see, man. If we start, that wick breaks. That wick did break the 20 days. So let's see, man. If we can't get above there on Monday, I don't know. You might want to get up out of there. All right, MSRT down 10%. MSRT. Well, just like other ones, billionaire soon. Not bad. I think again, not to beat a dead horse, but you could have seen carnage today, or you could have seen opportunity. You could have seen carnage, or you could have seen opportunity. And I choose to see opportunity today in these stocks. When I look at companies like Mass Roots or Buds. Buds was another one. BUDZ, very, very low float, down well over 10%. FUTL, that was another one, down almost. FUTL had gotten to a point was down like 35%. FUTL down 25% today. Okay, down 25% today. So you had a FWDG, the partner stock, right? This one's got a ton of shares out there, but that was down 50%. All right, so I think you got some bargains right now. You got some bargains right now in the marijuana sector. I think the bargain we all wanted to see was probably OWCP, but if anything, as I said, that's just confirmation on how great the stock is right now. All right, and how loyal the shareholders are in the company. The fact that you have, individuals who in the stock who could have sold today, could have easily had sold, and if anything, they made more money. MMEG, you let me know if MMEG is making a comeback or not. MMEG way off its recent highs from earlier this month. But MMEG, the video production company, not bad on the stock. Phone lines are open. I always noticed on big red days like this, typically I don't get a lot of calls. I don't get a lot of calls on big red days like this. MKAU down 3%. Clicklea Software still banging at it. Down just 3% today on the Clicklea Software MKAU. TD Ameritrade, man. TD Ameritrade is a solid OTC broker. You can go also to E-Trade. I also heard some people use Option Express. I remember you in on. Okay, that's what's up, man. 23 cents a share. That's what's up. That's what's up. SING took a red day today too. I saw that, Mike Reynolds. Thank you for bringing that up. Another red day in SING. That's a bargain. I'd probably snatch that. Another one off the top of my head, Sugar Made. Sugar Made, another, MJ play. That was down. MJ, a Sugar Made is one that has runs. USMJ, down almost 20% on USMJ. Again, I mean, look, the most important thing was that you didn't panic sell today. If you panic sold, you're going to regret it in about a week. If you panic sold. 251, you're on this air. What's up?
Yo, sir, this is Anthony, man. What's going on, man?
Doing good, Anthony. What you got for us today, man?
Man, I wanted to tell you about the stock I called about last night. Is up 25%.
Now, what was that?
TDCP, the one they said was garbage.
Okay, yeah, TDCP 3D icon. Yeah, okay, yes,
Yeah.
I remember you calling about it and talking about how you called up there and somebody picked up the phone and whatnot. Were you able to get any other information about the company today, or did they ever call you back?
No, I wasn't, but I did try to call them back and see if I could get somebody and talk to them about it and see what the hell they actually really do. But, like I said, I think it's a long-term play.
Okay.
For me, and I think it'll do something eventually.
Well,
So,
I mean, you're doing really well so far. I mean, over the last 2 days, as you've called up here, I think you've gotten profit 2 days in a row. Well, I think yesterday was down, but today, not bad for the stock.
Yeah.
TDCP. And I'm trying to look for a little bit more information on my end, too. And I do see the message board for that stock is kind of popping. They describe themselves as a developer of groundbreaking 3D projection display technologies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they are updating. They are updating information. They're just not updating it at OTC markets. I do see here they recently hired a new vice president as well as a president of marketing and sales. They also signed a supply agreement with a company called Gillette. That was back in December. So, yeah, they are updating information. They're just not doing it through the most appropriate channels, which is kind of disturbing because, to release news, a lot of people think it's expensive. It's just $300. And you send it to the news wires. And it's about $300 for most companies to release news about the company. But not bad, man. I mean, enjoy these gains. And if they start to really move, we'll definitely be on the watch.
Well, I'm telling you, I got it for the 0001 play, so it's the move, but it need to move a little bit, a little bit more.
Well, I mean, if you got it for 0001, you're already up several 100%. If you got it at 0001, you're at 0015 right now, so you're already up a ton. I got like 75,000 shares, so okay. All right.
So if it really moves, I'm expecting to long term, I'll be good.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, 75,000 shares. I mean, if you get up to even a penny, man, that'd be a decent return for you.
Oh yeah.
That would be a very, very solid return, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it, sir. Take it easy, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Will do. So shout out to 251 for the call. I mean, if he got it at 0001, those are gains, man. Those are some gains. What's going on, Bad Scientist? Thank you, Cristiano. Yeah, this guy's in at that 0001 and you're at 0015 and he's still holding. And this is a stock that, not many people have heard of. But I understand, and that's something we talked about here quite a bit. Do you have the strength to do that? And just doing the percentage gain calculator, if he indeed got in at 0001 and now he's at 0015, he's up over 1,400%. 1,400%. 662, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal, it's Trace, man. How you doing?
Doing good. What you got for us, man?
Hey, buddy, I wanted to ask you about that POTN. I went ahead and I got in this morning. You were saying that it was up. I was early this morning before the market opened. It was like 0105, and I put in some shares for that, and I couldn't get filled at that price. I ended up getting filled at like, I guess it was 121, maybe 0130. But from then it just came back. It came back down to like a cent, or right back where it opened up at 105 again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in the red there, and I was, trying to understand exactly how it can be up. Well, it's still showing 14% gain, but what exactly was it up from? What price was it up from? Where did it gain from? I must have missed it.
Well, yeah. Well, the stock opened up at 0.011. So it opened up at 0.0110, and now we're at 0.0119. So we're moving in between 0 and 1 right now, and that's kind of what happens when you're in between a penny and 2 pennies and 2 and 3. So we're moving in between the ones and the zeros right now, and that's what's occurring right now in POTN. So we're looking to get to 2 cents, 3 cents, and moving on. But right now, yeah, that's where we opened up at 0.011. And we got to a high of 0.013, still at 1 penny. So still at 1 penny, but now we're at 0.0119. So we're moving in between 0 and 1 on the third digit between 1 cent and 2 cents.
I got you. Yeah, I did get something in at 121, but most of it I think got filled at 130 right there at the high, which I didn't feel like that was really going to be a high,
Okay.
Yeah, so I was watching the show last night, and I'm like, well, Ryan, you said that Ryan called in, he's legit. I'm like, well, I'm going to go ahead and get in on this one. So even at that price, I probably think next week it still should be good. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, next week, again, I had a conversation with the CEO, and he said next week is going to be very, very nice for people. And I think if you get in today on Friday, I think you're going to be sitting pretty next week once all the news comes out, and supposedly we're going to have news practically all week. So I think for individuals who didn't get in today, if you see it as an opportunity for you, you're not going to get in at what you could have got in today. So we'll see what happens next week. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but I know that I'm going to continue to work for the company as long as they keep paying me, and I'm going to keep letting people know about the great things that are happening at POTN. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, what do you think about BIEL? You're familiar with that one, aren't you?
Yeah, BIEL. Okay, so BIEL, this is, let me see, I think it's at the double, yeah, it is the double BIEL bioelectronics play. Let me see here at 002, up 11 cents today. Okay, volume. What's our float at? This one I don't follow regularly, but yeah, we did talk about this. I don't think not yesterday, but the day before. Now they sell consumer medical electronics devices. Honestly, I don't know too much about this one. The float is just so freaking huge. The float is over 7 billion. Actually, I think it's a little bit more than that. I think it's 7 trillion. So it's moving. It's moving. It's just going to take some time. But you actually had decent volume in the stock today for a nice gain of 11%. I think if this one keeps moving, hang on. But I don't know where you are in it. But I probably wouldn't stick around this one for too long, just because it's got so many shares that it needs to have bought in order for it to really move aggressively.
Yeah, the news, I guess, on that, I don't know if you're familiar with it, they just got some sort of FDA approval here some short time ago to start selling these non-medical type devices. It's some sort of chronic pain device you can attach to you. It affects the central nervous system, something like that. They did get FDA approval on that, and they just started selling on Amazon 2 or 3 days ago. I guess they're really they're looking for exposure, and they're also within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I believe, supposed to be moving on to the shelves there in Walgreens, CVS, pharmacies and things like that. So it might be something promising to look at in the next few months.
Okay, let me because I'm looking for that news here myself, and yeah, I do see where they have what's called the ActiPatch that they are now selling on Amazon, and it is a pain management medical device, and yes, it is now available on Amazon, the ActiPatch, so you guys can look that up, and supposedly the ActiPatch is the leading non-prescription pain therapy in the United Kingdom with over 300 reviews at 4.5 stars, and it's also going to be available on Walgreens as well. All right.
Yes.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's one other thing. That MJNA, I've been waiting for a long time to get in there, and I finally got in at 0009, and I just damn if it didn't drop down to 0006. I just couldn't believe it.
Wow. now you got that at 000. It dropped down to 0006. When was that? It had to be a while ago, right?
No, it was today. If I'm not mistaken, MJNA it may still be at 0006.
Well, no. Right now it's at 12 cents a share. Now it did drop down to drop down to 9 cents today, but those shares got picked up, so it closed off at 12 cents a share. I'm guessing you sold your shares then?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I said MJNA. I was looking at the wrong one. You're right about that. It was 9 cents. It's USEI, the one that I was looking at.
Oh yeah, man. That one. Yeah, that's. Oh man, that kind of pissed me off too because I had picked up some shares yesterday, and that really ticked me off too. But I mean, the whole segment was down, so I wasn't surprised on that one. But I wasn't going to allow myself to get scared out of it because that's a long-term hold for me. So I'm sitting pretty on that one.
I'm in that for the long ball too, like you talking about. The MJNA, I actually got in there. I think it was about 13 cents.
Yeah.
And it dropped down to 9 or 10, and then I guess it's back up just a little bit now, is it not?
Yes, that is right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Up at 12 cents from 9 cents. It's day low.
That's another one I'm going to try to be in there for the long ball. I'm not going to sell on that. I don't want to panic and just jump ship.
Right.
Yeah. So, but that's it, man. I was just curious about the POT, and I just really wasn't sure how it was being figured, because I'm still showing in the red on that, but I'm still in it. I got some shares at 121, some at 130 with the high, but it still should be in good shape for next week.
Oh yeah, well definitely next week we got more news coming out, and I figure we'll catch up to you, and obviously once you see yourself in the green, you decide how long you want to hold, or if you want to take your profits and keep it moving.
Now we can bring. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. You have a good evening.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call. So, yeah, I mean, he got in a little early, but he'll make up his mind next week if he wants to hold on to the gains or decide to take them and run. And at the end of the day, it's his money. You can't beg people to stick around. Can't beg people to stick around. All right. But I'm holding on to USEI because all of these stocks that we talk about here, 10 cent, 12 cent, 50 cent, they all started out at where those stocks like, USEI, MJMJ and all that, that's where they all started out at, and at the end of the day, man, we're missing out on incredible gains by, holding stocks for a week and a half when we've seen that what Sinclair just typed in the chat room, the individuals who are holding stocks for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, 12 months, they're finding themselves selling and, gaining incredible returns. While many of us are, scrambling for $200, $300, they're selling and uncovering $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 because they just looked at the game, through the eyes of long term. JR. JR. I don't know anything about JR. Man, I have a play that I want to tell you guys so bad about, man, but they're not letting me talk about it. And they're not letting me talk about it. But this is a North Dakota pipeline play, man. Right in the pipeline, dude. Right in the damn pipeline. And they're just not letting me talk about it. I wish I could bring it up, but business is just, where it's at right now. But very, very, very low volume right now. But when it's uncovered, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. 904, you're on the air. What's up?
What's up, Sal? Hey, I got this company that I need to look at. And I talked to the lady yesterday. I'm new to this, but SGBY.
Yeah, okay, SGBY. Yes, I'm familiar with Signal Bay. Signal Bay is also a marijuana play. Signal Bay, this was a stock that ran not too long ago. And I know Signal Bay was at one time, this was another 000 stock. In fact, if you go back, this was actually a 0009. It started off at 0009 back in June, and you got to a high of about a nickel, which represents well over 2,000% in about 6 months in between June and November, which was your high. Signal Bay down today, but it's a good stock with a loyal following. It's got good volume as well, too.
Yeah, I talked to them. They said they be testing on marijuana.
Uh-huh.
And Oregon, they got contracts for Oregon, California, and things like. But I was like trying to see where her growth was. She was out to. I just can't see. That's just somebody. I guess it might grow because some of my kids have become legalized in a lot of states. People want to make sure it's checked when you tested.
Well, yeah, Signal. Yeah, I mean, Signal Bay is based out of Oregon, so I mean they've got legit operations out there. Last time I looked at their 10K, it's been a while now, but yeah, they got real facilities. I mean, they're actually doing some things out there in Signal Bay. Small company, but yeah, they're doing things.
Hey, also, y'all bought $200 shares of that USDI. I just bought it and don't forget about it. Mm-hmm. But I'm also a CBR. Now, I bought CBR at 31 cents. I watched it go up to 45 cents. I should have took profit.
Now, what's the ticker on that one again? What's the ticker on that one?
CBR. I'm a truck driver, so I'm driving right now.
Oh, okay, okay. CBR. Yeah, CBR was the stock we talked about now 2 weeks ago.
Hold on, pal. I remember you telling me about it. You said you were going to get out of it.
Yeah.
So I got in at 31 cents. And that thing went all the way up to 45 cents. Mm-hmm. I could have sold. I was like, man, this thing going to get all the way back to 59. I think it's doing a little fake out. I think this thing's trying to get people to go out. And I think they're going to come out with some news. Because I think they got earnings on March 9th. And I'm like, I ain't got to put 100. I got 500 shares. I put $120 or something like that. So I'm like, I'm willing to lose $120. If it was good on March 9th, I'm looking to make my $400 if it jumped past that 59. I think it's 59 still resistance.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing it that way, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, when I talked about it, I just wanted to play the gap down because the news was like what's going on right now in MJ and all these weed stocks. It was oversold based on the news that was relatively weak, and they had the assets to take care of the situation. So I knew if I bought in at that 31 that I can get the 10 cents real quickly back once they settled that situation, and that's exactly what happened in CBR. So. I mean, of course, I would have wanted you to sell when I kind of gave everybody, hey, I think you should get out here. But being the fact that you're still holding, if you feel like that news is going to be strong enough, then, yeah, go ahead and sell with the news. But if it doesn't, pan out the way you want to, I don't know. I wouldn't probably hang on any much longer than that, man.
Yeah, I like I say, you got that low of 21 cents. If they get down to there, I'll just go ahead and cash out.
Yeah.
But I see that for some reason, somebody buying that stock. I don't know what's going on. I think people just, the day traders are just shaking out the smooth traders. I think they just shaking out. But I just think this thing, unless they're going to do a spin or something, because I think they're on the big boys trade. I'm hoping they'll do a spin there like that. You know, just to get back in compliance. But I don't know what's going on with it. But another thing I want to ask you, I'm trying to find a stock where like I said about the marijuana plays, but every time I see the marijuana plays on the show, it just got it up and up 40 and 50%. And I can't never catch the best of hangout because I can drive.
Yeah.
But I can listen to it live, but I can't get the actual stocks. I can't write them down. So I'm just looking for something that I can actually really play and just sit on. I want to, like I say, I got my 5,000 out there. Well, I just need something. I need something that could really run. You know, because I'm with GD Ameritrade. So I'm thinking about, I got $5,000 in my money market account. I'm going to take that out and ain't doing that. I had it in 5 months and it made 58 cents. So I'm going to just take it out. I'd rather just do the penny stock.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't put the whole thing in penny stocks. You know, again, when it comes to penny stocks, you win because you can use small amounts of money and be able to use the percentage gains to increase, your wealth that way. So I don't like the idea when people say, oh, I'm taking $10,000 and I'm going to put it all in. I would take 1,000 out of that and make another 1,000 back and then take out, you know what I'm saying? Prove the fact that you know what you're doing with the money. And then you can get confident enough and pull everything out. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, it's your money. And I know, if you know what you're doing, then, I know you're going to do what's best for yourself.
No, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just looking at some of these wars, and I noticed that they just stay consolidated for like months.
Yeah.
Months on end. Then they just be gone. But by the time I know it's on your show and I look at it, they're already about 50%. I'm like, I'm trying to find them where they just doing it, they doing nothing. And I think I see it, that's a hangout. They be showing a little bit like that. It be just dead stops.
Right.
So I wish we could just find them like that. So everybody can just, okay, this is consolidated, but when you see it get unusual value, I wish somebody say something about it. You see like everybody saying something about it after the stock done did 50, 30, when it starts just moving a little bit, like 4%.
Yeah.
So people are voting, So somebody can look at the chart, because I'm a chart job, I can't sit up there and just be, hey, it's 50%. I keep putting money down. The first thing is 50%, I know it's going down. Like the ones you're talking about, POTN, it's probably going to go, I get in, it might go down. It might go down. I don't miss out on it, Maybe I didn't listen to the show, but I didn't listen to this thing. Well, that's all I'm saying. I'm in USCI, CPR, and I'm thinking about giving to this Rick Rose. It's GPY. I'm thinking about giving to that. I don't know. But, Trump tripping about the marijuana stock, so I don't even know whether I need to find something else. Any other sector that we get in that has potential to start to hold something?
We'll see. I mean, we're going through the tickers today. So, I mean, if you hear of something, man, definitely keep an eye on it. But there's so many plays. I mean, there's so many opportunities. And again, what's going on right now on marijuana is it's a short-term thing. I think, a month from now, 2 months from now, it'll be all behind us. And again, we'll have another stock that's up multiple percentage, a couple 100%, and it'll be like just another day. So appreciate the call though, 904. Thanks a lot for the call.
Oh yeah, one more thing, but I've been just today you told you saw that I've been listening to some of their videos. They very light. Yeah. Especially that 8 hour. I appreciate you, bro. I'm on email here. I got a couple texts I need to ask you, so appreciate you, bro. Keep going what you're doing.
Will do. Thanks a lot for the call. Appreciate it, 904. Thank you so much for the call, man. Yeah, trucker. I wish I could, man. I wish I could. David, you drove a truck for 17 years, bro? I didn't know that. David, you sound like you're freaking 22 years old, man. I didn't know, David, you drove a truck, man. I had no idea. I did not know. Yeah, I heard in trucking, yeah, you definitely want to be independent. But just like a couple buddies, though, I remember one guy, he went to trucking school, and he actually got on with this company that actually put him through school. So they paid him to go to school, and then he had to like drive for them for a couple, like it was like a contract deal where he had to pay back his school fees, and then, you know, I don't know. I don't think it ended up working out. But yeah, there are trucking schools that would actually, trucking companies that will pay you to go to school. Yeah, so if you guys are, you think you can get a trucking license and you need help with that, there are companies out there that will pay you. Now, this is like 2006, 2007. I don't know maybe the industry has changed now. But, yeah. Okay. Well, Mark Miller, I looked into your PPHM, man, and, you're talking about a NASDAQ-based biotech play, man. You're going to have to find out what's in the pipeline, where are they at in terms of their clinical trials. When you start investing in these biotech plays, you got to do your research on where they are with what's in the pipeline. Where are they at with their drugs? What kind of drugs are they? Is it a cancer drug? Is it a drug for a relatively rare illness? Are they doing clinical trials? Are they stage 1, 2, 3? Have they applied for an FDA patent of somehow, maybe a breakthrough patent, which allows them to speed the process toward eventually getting FDA approved? The fact that they trade at 51 cents lets me know that they're probably a ways away. I do see the stock here is up. You're almost up 20 cents a share over the course of the last 2 weeks in the stock. So something is going on there. But I would do a little bit more research on it. But I can't honestly tell you where it's going. It's simply looking at the chart. But, I mean, you've had a nice 2 weeks. You're up almost 20 cents a share over the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay, what's going on, the Almighty Vice Lord Society? Long ass name. 285 on IG. Man, the only thing about IG is you're pretty down from just 3 days ago, man. You're down huge from 3 days ago. You're trying to make it back up though, but today necessarily didn't help. Only 4 cents gain in the stock. You're down well over, almost $2 from Tuesday. You're down $2 just from Tuesday in IG. Down $2 since Tuesday in IG. Do you have the strength to make it up? Again, this is another biotech play. I'm not a big fan of biotech. I've said that several times here because investors are just so unfaithful. They're so unfaithful when it comes to biotech plays. Yeah, okay. All right, that's cool, David. I had no idea that you were in trucking, David. Yeah, and if you guys ever hear David's live show, the guy sounds like he's freaking, 28, 29 years old. But he's telling me he was a trucker for 17 years. Sounds young as hell. Okay, BSTN Boston Carriers. What is that? Never heard of this. Boston Carriers? What is this? This is an OTC play too. Boston Carriers, 0004 stock. With volume lately. With volume, that's been relatively new. As you can see, this is a stock that really wasn't doing much. And all of a sudden here, you've got multiple $1 million volume days. The company's called Boston Carriers. I'm not finding a lot of information on it, but let's do some research here. Are they in the trucking business? What are they in here? Boston Carriers Incorporated. All right. I'm still trying to figure out what they're in. They're in shipping? This is a shipping play? Okay, yeah, they're based out of Greece. All right, so we got a wannabe free F here. We got a wannabe free F, but is that the same? Hold on here. Because they're located in the same city that Dries is located in. 206, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, man, I wanted to comment on the truck driver that's driving, and that's because I used to be a truck driver, so I kind of sympathize with him, and I don't know how in the hell he's able to trade and drive at the same time. I don't want to be nowhere near you. You trying to trade and get out of a damn marijuana stock, okay? I feel his frustration about trying to find the bottom, man. And the problem is, what is your goal when you're trading? I mean, when you're trading penny stocks, it's like planting a fucking seed in the ground. You don't know when that motherfucker is going to sprout. Maybe you need to find something that's already growing. If you wanted something to grow now, get it while it's growing. Don't get upset because the seed is there. And now, I mean, when's the last time you put a seed in the ground and the motherfucker just sprouted a tree? I ain't never seen those. I mean, this ain't no fucking Jack of the Beanstalk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, I had those expectations too, especially when you get into these plays. You put $500 or $600 in there, and you want that motherfucker to sprout.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't happen that way. But you know, that's how I got burned so many times because everybody around you making 100%, 2,000%, and you got that fucking seed in the ground. You water it every day, and the shit barely coming out the ground. So maybe you need to adjust your strategy, man, to where it works best for you while you're driving the truck. And if I were you, man, if this is just a suggestion, I mean, yeah, as you said, that $10,000 would be kind of foolish in my eyes. If you're not making any money, why would you take all that money or that $5,000 and keep dumping it in there? Why don't you make some money first and then start using your money? Don't say, well, I ain't making no money. Let me go ahead and start pulling more money out the bank, because next thing you know, you're going to be broke. You're going to be upset because you're not. You thought this shit was a scam, and then you go back to being on the road. You need to plan this shit out, man, and kind of figure out what you want to do. Obviously, penny stocks may not be the type of penny stocks that you're trading may not be best for you. Maybe you need to play momentum penny stocks where they're already moving. So while you're sitting at a truck stop and you see the shit at 20% or 30%, jump in and with a quick gain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's ways to play. You just need to figure out what works best for you. I think this show here it leads you to the water. However, everybody has different size of cups that they drink out of. I may want a pitcher. You may want a fucking a shot glass. How do you drink your water, man? So this is a good tool here to get these resources. However, I may play CBR differently than you may play it. I may put $8,000 into CBR and only want a penny. You may put $500 in there and you want $10. So you have to maybe lower your expectations, or really, I guess. Let me put it this way. I think the best indicator that you can use to kind of minimize your expectations for when you get into a stock is called ATR. ATR is the average true range. That will tell you, if you put a line across the top of the average true range, it will tell you what to expect out of that stock for any given day. So if it's 2 cents, don't go into the stock, okay, well, it looks like it's going to move $10. No, the average true range says 2 cents. So you know where to set your expectations. I think maybe you should try looking into the average true range to see whether your expectations are too big. I think when I used it, it helped me to lower my expectations, because you know how sometimes you get in the stocks like, damn, look at that big ass green candle. This shit's going to the moon. The next day it only moves up 2 cents, and it's so. Maybe you want to try that out. Maybe you want to try to adjust your plan and try trading at a rest stop, man. I wouldn't trade on the road because something big may come up and you may lose a lot of money. So that's just my input, man. And I ain't going to chat it up. Thousands of people probably trying to call in. But how you feel about this, Al?
I like that idea. I mean, but I also see, the fact that he's a trucker, it allows him, the fact that he's driving all day, he doesn't have time to really probably pay attention to the market so closely. It gives you the opportunity to play the long ball in a lot of these. So he has the opportunity where he can take a small position in a stock that might not be doing very much and can kind of spread it out over a week and a half to see what he can do with it. Swing trading, just like Eban R just said in the chat room. Yeah, the opportunity to swing trade. And I think it's a perfect ideology of trading that he can incorporate with his job, learning how to look at it, through the long lens.
Right. And like I said, I'm gonna say it one last time, man. If you hear me, brother, use the ATR. So for whatever style chart you use, is it 20 minutes, a weekly chart, an hourly chart, put the ATR on there. It will and put a line across the top where all the plateaus are even. That will tell you what the average true range is going to be for that particular stock. And so if you go in there with your $100 and it only moves up 2 cents, you can automatically, if you don't have a calculator, go find one and calculate what your $100 and a 2 cent gain in the shares you get is going to be. And if it's only $50, that's all you're going to get. Don't get upset because you only got $50, but this will help you to lower your expectations when you get into these plays. Anyways, man, I'm gonna get back to burning up my Bojangles.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Mr. Lloyd. All right, so I mean, he's absolutely right. And if you're confused at all by that, anybody in the chat room or watching, please join us in the Discord room. You get a lot more advanced kind of one-on-one in there. You can also set up with any guy in there if you want some kind of training or first-hand consultation. Most of the guys will say yes if you want to meet them. And when I say meet them, it's not face to face. It's you getting on your mic, they getting on their mic, and walk you kind of through some things. All right. Yeah. So and that's the thing, man. I like the idea of taking that money and trading with it. But what I'd always suggest is if somebody's got several $1,000s, make some money on 1,000 first. Prove to yourself that you know what you're doing. Then risk the rest of the money. Right? If you can make money on $1,000, then okay, yeah, double it up or use the 10% method, where if you have $10,000, then you trade with 10%, right? And as you win, that 10% increases, right? So 10%, you win $500, you're at $10,500, increase it up 10%, 10% per trade. If you lose, you go down 10%. All right, you're still using 10%, but now you'll be at a lower amount because you lost in the last trade. I hope I didn't lose you there. 904, call back. 904, I saw you calling up. Call me back. Okay. Looking for a new 0001 stock? Well, there are a lot of 0001 stocks out there, that's for sure. There are a lot of 0001 stocks out there. Okay. There are a lot of 0001s. 0001 stocks aren't going to be too hard to find. MNTR, somebody brought up MNTR in the chat room, down almost $2 a share again since Wednesday. So that stock has definitely been struggling. We'll see where that stock can find bottom. I believe it's a marijuana play as well. Not sure on that one. BSTN, I'm still looking into Boston Carriers, but yes, it is a shipping company. Based out of Greece. They own a couple ships. I want to say, I'm counting so far 3 that they list here. They state themselves as an international shipping company providing ideal solutions to seaborne transportation of dry bulk commodities through owned vessels. All right, Boston Carriers. based out of Greece. 919, you're on the air. What's up? I think it's Bad Scientist.
Yeah, how's it going, Sal?
What's going on, man?
How's the week been?
Oh, been very good, man. Week was been really good. I don't like the fact that the way marijuana ended the week, but other than that, man, the trades went well, and business is going well.
Well, marijuana does have a tendency to sedate the person using. So, once in a while, if the stocks do kind of slow down a little bit, that's okay.
Right.
I was saying to someone on the show that, because they were a bit upset that marijuana was down, just look at the top plays in marijuana, and it's a great opportunity to buy in when everything pulls back. So that's a positive, right?
Oh, I honestly believe so, especially if you're someone, again, who looks long-term. I think you'll be sitting pretty in many of these stocks that took a downturn today. I think a week and a half from now, I think you're going to be sitting on some really nice gains.
I mean, NEWC looks like it's got some life to it. We'll see what happens on Monday, but that's, it's looking good. It's got that typical tweezer bottom that might be a sign of a bullish reversal, but wait for confirmation on Monday if it gets to 0163. That will be good. I have a very risky play that I'm playing, and let me make a disclaimer to everyone on the show: don't do this, because you can get really burned holding a stock into earnings. Don't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I believe in this company long term. It's a company that I've been, tweeting about for a while now, and that's COYN or Coin.
Yeah. Okay. I've been wanting to talk to you about this, man. I mean, I know you brought it up. Now I won't say almost a week ago now, and it hasn't been going, your way. So. I'm curious as to how you feel about it. I didn't want to mention it because I didn't even know if you were still in it or not, or how you felt about it.
Oh, I'm in it. I'm in it big time. I don't have the entire house in on it, but quite substantially.
Okay.
So this company is gaining ground. I mean, they're trying to get, in the 50 states. I think they were up to about 10 or 12 states right now. Obviously, the company was headquartered or is headquartered in Texas, and they're in a few states. I mean, here in Arizona, they're not here yet. I was talking to one police sergeant who's heard of the technology and was thinking of trying to test it out in his department, because he leads about 250 police officers, and he was saying that, yes, he'd heard of it, and he'd want to see more of this type of technology in precincts. But you would, like I said last time, you would expect that this technology would actually be in Arizona, of all places, if not even California, or even, police departments that are close to the border. You would expect this technology to be there. So, it's been. I think they're doing well. I mean, when they did go up, when was that? Was it?
That was the 14th.
And that was because they declared a positive outlook for 2017. So that was the initial spike, and I mean, this stock has been as high as $2. It's now sitting at $36.
So it's going to be interesting. What's causing the slip up here? I mean, we're down now almost 40 cents from that day on the 14th.
Well, remember this kind of, I asked you about this when you get these penny stocks that spike on day one, and then the next day there's an offering where either the shares are diluted and you just get the price coming all the way down. I still don't know how that works. Like, because I'm a technical trader, this is strictly fundamental. So when these stocks like that are below $5, normally I've seen it a lot with stocks that are below $1, is they'll spike, and then the very next day, maybe I think investors come in and they get a better deal for the price of that stock, based on the warrants that will expire in a few years, and they basically undercut the price of that stock and get promised, the previous price of that stock. So the stock tends to tumble. So I'm not really sure why that happens, or because you would expect, right, if there's a huge run up and the stock gains, you would really expect it to continue to do that. But this is indicative of these cheaper stocks, which is something you just have to be aware of. But like I said, okay, so Monday pre-market is when they're supposed to be releasing earnings.
Okay.
Based on the last quarter and maybe even this year, they've gotten a lot of business. So I believe they're also in one of these Caribbean islands as well, but they are gaining traction in different states. I was hoping for Donald Trump to talk more about inner cities and working with the police and so on. That may have jacked up the price, but I'm still confident that even, let's say earnings are bad and this thing goes to 10 cents, I believe, though, that this quarter, whenever they report that, when will that be, April or May? This quarter that we're in, they will have good news, because already they were talking about potential clients or an increase in subscribers to their technology. So this quarter, I know, should be pretty good. I'm just kind of, I guess, cautiously optimistic that the last quarter was good. And because of that positive news that came out on the 14th about the positive outlook, I think this, I don't know, it's very risky, and I would never do this, because if I was using my brain, I never ever hold a stock before earnings. I'd rather find out what the earnings like and then respond. So
you're definitely taking a risk here.
Yes, I normally, here I'm following my heart, because I think based off of this technology and the potential of how it can be used, obviously, I mean, historically there's been, bad blood between people in the inner cities and cops, and, this technology, even their slogan is provocative, because it's like, for cops, by cops. And if you've run in with police officers and you've been on the other side, you may not really appreciate this app or this networking, database software, whatever you call it. But the technology is really, cutting edge, and I think it will get cops into troubled areas very quickly. If there's a shooting at a hospital, at a school, wherever, in a stadium, it's real-time software to kind of like, the live streaming that we're doing now, where cops will be networked not only in that surrounding area, but even across states. And like I said, the reason how this company and this app came about was that a police officer routinely stopped someone, and this guy was a felon from out of state, and because he didn't have that information real time to be able to check up on this, I think the guy had been stopped or had 15 offenses. So this cop made a routine stop, and then he got killed. Now, if he had had CopSync with him, he would have known, either through the license plate or the name of the person, he would have known that this guy is dangerous. And even though he came from a different state or whatever, CopSync would have allowed him to say, okay, maybe I should wait for backup, maybe I shouldn't just get into this situation. So I can see where it is. This technology would be very useful, and I'm really playing it from my heart. I'm not using my brain, which I should probably be using, because come Monday pre-market, thank God I've got Robinhood Gold, but even that won't save me, because if earnings are not great, this thing could go from 36 cents now, where it's at, it could go all the way to 5 cents, or maybe even less than a cent. So,
yeah.
It's a really big risk I'm taking, but hey, once in a while you should be able to go big or go home. And I think I've earned the right to play dangerously. I've spent 2 years studying stocks.
Sure.
And I'm not risking every penny that I have, even though I joke about it, but it's not really like that. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what pre-market brings. If I'm right and earnings are positive, this thing could double in a day, and maybe start heading towards $2, which would mean a huge gain for me if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I cut my losses and live to trade another day. As simple as that.
All right, Bats, I appreciate it, man. We'll definitely be looking forward to it. Monday's the day for you, man.
Thanks, Sal. Thanks, everyone on the show. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much, Bat Scientist. I really appreciate it. It's really interesting, man, because when you are in a stock like that and you're just waiting for that one piece of news to change the game and you're already down, that is just so nerve-wracking, because that's what you're thinking about, until that time. You're just thinking about what could happen. Are you going to win? Are you going to lose? What happens if you win? What happens if you lose? And just, when you go in big like that and you start to worry, and I don't think he doesn't sound worried. Bats, you don't sound worried, but, when you, as a trader and speaking honestly to another trader, when you start to sell the story to yourself, when you start to believe too much in what the company is doing, right? You believe wholeheartedly in what they're doing and what they're offering. That could be a danger sign, right? That could be a danger sign, especially if you're a technical trader, but then you start selling yourself the story. But I do wish you the best, though. I honestly wish that these earnings, blow it out the water and, you make double on your money. I honestly, hope that for you. Okay? I honestly hope that for you. True story, cops get killed by so many. Yeah, that is true. That is true, man. That is true. Yeah, that is absolutely true there, stock fella. What's going on, Bo Vosh, with another one, EHOS? Yeah, we talked about eHouse Global yesterday, man. What the hell is going on with this stock, man? The hell is going on with eHouse Global? Yeah, I mean, I don't fall in love with any of these companies, but as I said several times, you'll never see me put $1 in any kind of law enforcement stock. Hell no. These companies get more than enough grants and all that kind of shit from the federal government, to abuse the rights of people. They don't need no dollars from me. They don't need no dollars from me. EHOS, eHouse Global. 4 days now of gains in eHouse Global. 4 days of gains with an 80% gain. Am I seeing that right? Let me see here, man. EHOS. Is that an 80% gain today? But I'm not seeing any numbers, though. Yeah, that's right. 80% gain today alone. It's a 000 stock. 0009. Started the day off at 0005. Now you're at 0009. 80% gain for the stock, and that's why we love the triples, man. Because when that happens, it's all cool in the game. eHouse Global 000 stock. That's now borderline going to 00 now. Borderline going to 00. So shout out to the people who had got this on Tuesday at 0002. Shout out to the people who got this at 0002 on Tuesday. Now sitting on almost 800% of gains. Oh, no, excuse me, 400% of gains now. EHOS, eHouse Global. All right. And that's the thing about these 000 stocks. You see, the volume today was 285 million shares. So when you get the volume coming in on these triples, that's where you win. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see here, you had a huge volume day on the 21st. Still about multiple $100 million days since then. But before that, as you can see here, there was nothing going on in the stock. 0001 for months. Look at this. For months, this stock was doing absolutely nothing. And now all of a sudden, everybody who was in at 0001, even if those who jumped in at 0002 on the 21st, now you're sitting on, well, you know, a good gain. Shit, if you're in 0001, you're sitting on well over 900%. Well over 900%. eHouse Global, EHOS. Will it keep going? Who knows? That bar looks nice, though. That bar looks nice. And, of course, as the shares start to get more and more expensive, the volume will come down. The volume will come down as the shares start to get more and more expensive, because it's going to require you a lot more to buy in. But, you know, congratulations to those people who are in the stock. Congratulations. Let me give them the sonic play there. Yes, indeed. You continue on, man. You continue on. All right. Yes, sir. Yeah, Benny Layers, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. No, I have not talked about PSID. If we go into PSID, Positive ID Corporation. Positive ID Corporation, this is a company that is into the infrared security space. RFID. Let me see here. The company hasn't done much recently, but this is another, I want to say they're in the triples now. Or maybe, are they in PSID? I think they're in the triples now. Maybe, yes, they are 0004, up 14% today. PSID at 0004 on PSID. Thank you, Cristiano. So yeah, I mean, nice day today, Benny Lai on PSID. Not bad. IBRC, iBrands Corporation. Man, okay. iBrands, this was on, we talked about this on the 21st, and sure enough, I see here we did talk about this stock on the 21st, and IBRC continuing its gains since the 21st, man. Not bad. Bill Betts, are you saying PSID is a Zika play? Oh, no, EHOS. Okay, EHOS is a Zika play. All right, but shout out to IBRC, though, man. Look at IBRC. That's a beautiful chart. That is a beautiful chart in IBRC. That's absolutely what you want to see in a stock like that. That is absolutely what you want to see there on IBIC. IBRC. What is that? DGO? What is that? DGO. I don't know of a DGO that trades on the UX exchange. I see Dollar General at DG. But Zach, DGO, is that a US? Is Canadian? Yeah, I don't play any Canadian stocks, but I do see that here's the Canadian exchange on DGO. Incredible gain today, 12 cents gain in the stock. Well, 12 Canadian cents, 200% gained. Yeah, I don't pay too many Canadian stocks because they're so illiquid. They're so illiquid, man. The Canadian exchange just doesn't have the volume. I mean, some of them do, but for the most part, the volume is just uncomparable when you compare it to the U.S. side. I should say incomparable. 503, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, man, what's up? I saw you talking about IBRC a minute ago.
Yes. You know something about it?
Hey, yeah, was on TD Ameritrade yesterday, and I tried to buy that thing 3 times, and it canceled me out. So I finally called up TD Ameritrade, and they said that they had some type of problem with issuing the stock and getting into it. You can only get out of it.
Mm.
And so I got burned on it. I tried to buy in, and when it was at it was 14 points ago. And so I kept trying, and it wouldn't let me in. And so they said that they had some kind of problem going back and forth, and it's like an Indian stock or something.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Where's the company based out of? Okay, IBRC. They're U.S. based out here in California. Float. I don't know if that float's right, but okay.
Yes, I thought it was going to jump up. I wanted to get in on it because it looked like they made this deal on this CBD oil, and they run it back and forth to these Indian reservations because they've got that sovereign where they don't have like the U.S. laws, like regular laws.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
Native Americans. And so I asked the guy, is that what has to do with it? And he said, well, if we don't feel good about a trade or whatever like that in this kind of market, we won't really want to endorse it. So that's why your trade didn't go through. So I couldn't get in on it. I wanted in on it. I was going to buy like 20,000 shares.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny that because I've been hearing that too about other companies like Scottrade that are basically making excuses and preventing some of their people from getting into some of these stocks. Obviously, somebody on our end is buying it in the retail side. So I don't see. I'm looking at my E-Trade account. I can pull it up on E-Trade. And it looks like if I wanted to take an order, I could. So I'm not sure why TD is not allowing individuals to buy it. If anybody who has Scottrade, if you can pull it up, I'd like to know. But IBRC, not sure why, man. Not sure why.
Yeah, I missed out big because I would have came up, pretty good on that.
Hell yeah, huge move today. Huge move.
Yeah, and I tried to do that yesterday. It would have worked out, but I got burned. So I don't even know if I'm going to try again now. But maybe if it dips down again a little bit, and there's another opportunity, maybe.
Mm.
But you don't want to chase something like this, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean, if you have another, let's say Monday, that blows it out the water again, I would take the risk. Possibly, this could be a very nice, run, multiple days. It's already been a multiple day situation. So we'll see what Monday looks like for the stock. If you've got access maybe to another broker, but so far, man, IBRC has been setting up nice. But yeah, I would have loved it if you were able to get in today. That was the meat of the move, which was today, Friday.
Yeah, well, shoot, I was just watching the show, hanging out, and when I saw that, I got sick to my stomach. When I saw that, I went, "Oh, damn, man, they cut me out." But hey, all right, man. Well, I'll see what happens with it. Maybe get in on Monday, like you said, and see if it makes a move or something.
Will do. Thanks for the call.
All right, thanks, man. Later.
All right. So shout out to 503. Thank you for the call, man. Yeah, that would have been great if he got in there, man. He would have been sitting pretty. If he got in there yesterday, dude, if he went in there with $1,000, 500, whatever, 80% gain today, and that's not even the high. That's what it closed at. That's not even the high. That's what it closed at. So he could have doubled his money. And that's again when these companies think they can tell you what to do, what to buy, and with your money. That's the thing that pisses me off. It's my money, and you're telling me I can't buy a stock. Your job as the broker is just to do the trade. I'm paying you $9.99 to get it done. I'm not paying you $9.99 to tell me what I can and can't buy. That's how I feel. I don't know about how you guys do. That's how I feel. I'm not paying you $9.99 to tell me what I can and can't buy. I can't stand when especially Scottrade. Scottrade does that a lot. Scottrade has a blacklist. So certain OTC stocks where we don't feel comfortable following through with that trade. I mean, this is a company that's up 600%, and you're telling me you're not going to let me get in, and have the opportunity to make some money? Get the fuck out of here, man. Because you don't like it? Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I moved over to E-Trade, because I was having that problem with TD. In fact, if you look at a lot of my old videos, it's all TD, TD, TD. But I got tired of the whole, like, they'll come up with an excuse of, because what they gave that guy was an excuse. That's bullshit. It's absolute bull. They just didn't want to do the trade. That's all that was. That's all that was. I'm paying you $9.99. Just get it done. If I lose money, then I lose money. I'm a grown ass man. I signed all your agreements when I signed that apply for that brokerage account. That if I lose money, it's all on me. So why are you telling me what I can and can't buy? Did I not sign an agreement saying that I wouldn't sue you if I lost money? So what's the problem? POTN, no, Darius, you unfortunately cannot buy OTC stocks with Robinhood. Robinhood cannot be used to purchase OTC stocks. Bill Vach says EHOS is a marijuana play. Well, that's one of the few marijuana plays that was up today, and that was up huge. That's exactly right, trader. We do know that POTN won't let you buy. Scottrade will not let you buy POTN. And sure enough, somebody in the chat room said it. TD Ameritrade owns Scottrade. The little commie brokerage. Scottrade is a commie brokerage. That's what I feel about them. Scottrade, if it was up to Scottrade, you'll never buy any stock under $3, and you'll only buy NASDAQ or NYSE stocks that trade with a volume of at least 10 million or higher. That's what Scottrade wants everybody to do. They don't want anything lower than that. I need to do stock available on Robinhood. Yeah, we talk about stocks that are available on Robinhood, but I mean, sometimes, with those exchanges, man, the stocks aren't running, dude. Sometimes the stocks aren't running. When you play those more expensive stocks, $4, $5 stocks, unless there's some kind of catalyst, man, I can't settle for 1 or 2%, dude. I can't settle for 1 or 2%. And then I'm in order to make a return, you got to put in at least 1,000, 2,000 just to make a decent return. Fuck that shit. I'd rather play penny stocks. Drop in $100. Get my 20, 30, 40, sometimes 80, 120% gains once in a while. Don't get me wrong, you lose, but if you're not putting in, the kind of amounts that are going to give you a heart attack, you're just fine. Yeah, I mean, we talk about stocks that are available on Robinhood. I mean, you can bring up some NASDAQ plays that are under $1. You can bring up some stock, but Robinhood is it's a crappy ass platform, bro. I mean, you're using your phone and the chart features fucking sucks. The execution is pretty quickly, but it's pretty quick, but just I don't know, man. Yeah, Ustock but Ustock has no PDT rule though, because you're buying from other people. I don't know how they do it, but Ustock doesn't have a PDT rule. It's $1 in, $1 out. Yeah. Yeah, it's good for beginners. You're right. And there's some guys making a killing. What's his name? No, there's some guys making a killing. I know there's some guys in the chat room who are making a killing on Robinhood. There's some guys making a killing on Robinhood. Let's not get it twisted. I don't want to seem like I'm shitting on him. Hey, Darth Vader, do you want to call up and talk about SureTrader? Do you want to call up and talk about SureTrader? We had a guy call up yesterday, and he basically tried to have us convince him to use SureTrader, and I don't have any personal experience with it. If you like it so far, man, give us a call. My lines are open, 305-600-2896. Just kind of let us know, How long did it take to get set up? And, what did you have to do to get funded? I mean, let us know. Did you have to do the credit card funding or did you wire them? How long did it take for you to get, set up with them? He said the U stock trade platform turns you all the way off. Yeah, it's a little different. It's different. No, Tim Sykes uses E-Trade. Tim Sykes uses E-Trade. Yeah, it did good on Robinhood. Yeah, Robinhood is really good. I mean, in terms of the fact that it's free, and if you're looking to go long, if you're just getting started, if you're playing a NASDAQ stock that's on an incredible run, like a lot of guys on Robinhood made a crap load of money when AUPH was running and when PULM was running. You guys remember that? When PULM was running a couple weeks ago, when PULM did this, PULM was on Robinhood. And I think toward the end, it got hard to trade or something like that. But at the beginning, it was available. AUPH was another one, too. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot short. David K., you're right. You cannot short on Robinhood. No OTC plays. And, yes, they do have the PDT rule. They do not have the PDT rule. And that's the thing about Robinhood is that if you don't know what you're doing, you could find yourself, facing the PDT rule within the same day if you ain't careful. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll be staring. It'll be Monday, and you're looking at the PDT rule by Tuesday. You're like, what the fuck? Because it's free, you're going in and out. We use random. You use Robinhood in tandem. Okay. E-Trade is the one and only that allows to short penny stocks. Yeah, E-Trade doesn't have a lot of borrows, but yeah, there's some penny stocks they'll let you trade. They'll let you short. Michael, but you said they do have the pattern day trade rule? I was under the impression they didn't. No PDT on Robinhood if cash account. But then you'd have to wait for the cash to settle. You'd have to wait for the cash to settle. So unless you've got a ton of cash, you're waiting for the cash to settle. It could take forever. Right? Because it's T plus 3. So you'd be waiting 3 days to... That would suck. SureTrader has a lot of borrows so far. You can chat to them too, get shares on stock. Yeah, Darth Vader, do you want to call in, dude? Call in, man. Yeah, Gale up 5.3%. Let me see here. Yeah, Gale was a stock we talked about a lot. Gale was a stock we talked about a lot. Gale up 7%. It's at 69 cents a share. All right, dirt cheap stock you can get a ton of shares of. Yeah, when it's looking good. All right, yeah, Gale's sitting nice. What would that do today? All right, so not incredible volume. Not incredible volume. As you can see here, there were some lack of orders here between 3 and 3:30. So for a little bit there, you had nothing going on, especially also during the end of the day. But I mean, you got busy some days, some times of the day. Not bad here. 646, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal, how are you, man? It's Juan Perez.
Hey, what's up?
Look, so I have a quick question today. And I was watching your show yesterday, and you mentioned something about the House Speaker, the press speaker, right?
Yeah.
Saying that something about the marijuana stocks, or the marijuana sector. So yesterday, that same day, early in the day, I went into the stock called Pura. Okay. And today, it really dumped. It went down 40%.
Damn.
So, I didn't go a lot. So my question is, when I started to realize that it was going to go down, I tried to put my sell order at a small loss, but it wouldn't go. It wouldn't sell. it was just stuck, like it would not do anything. And so I took the loss. I took the 40% loss, but I'm still in it. And it gradually started going back up little by little. I'm still losing about, I think it's like 20%. So what will you do, like, in your opinion? I know that stock has, I think, some news coming out this week in March, actually next week, March 3rd or the 2nd, something about some energy drink, EverX, on some trade show. So will you hold that stock until then, or will you take that loss, or I'm not sure what to do. So just looking for some feedback.
Yeah, no, man, I would definitely hold it. I mean, as you just said, if you got some news coming out, you think it's going to be beneficial to the stock that you've been told about, man, hold that, man, hold that. I think right now, today you had a big overreaction. I mean, I really believe across the board, a lot of weak hands, unfortunately decided to move out, which is a good thing because now we know the people who are in it are the people who want to be there, and also, too, the people who are going to get in are the people who see value. So that means that from here on out, we're going to see some real serious movement into the stock because the weak hands have been shaken out. All right. So I would, if I'm in your position, luckily you couldn't sell because now you actually ended up, gaining a little bit more profit.
Right. Normally I will panic. Like, see, the thing is, I hope I'm not taking too much of the time, but see, I'm a new trader. So I've been trading for about 2 months now. And normally when the stock goes, takes a dip in the morning, like I panic and I sell and I take a loss. Like lately for this whole week, I've been on the red. I think I lost like $300 this whole week. Only because I've been, I get scared, I get nervous. And
are you following the charts too much?
I am following the charts, but during the nighttime, like I get home from work and I try to study it while I'm listening to your show. I look at the stocks. I try to read on it or put my resistance and my support levels. And at times, I don't know, like I feel like when it dips down, I get scared and I sell, and then all of a sudden it goes back up.
Let me ask you something. Do you have like a price that you? Because when you go into a trade, you always want to have like a price you decide. Okay, if it hits this, I will sell. Or when it gets to my profit level, do you ever wait till it gets there, or you just panic before it even gets to that?
When I want to buy, I do set up a price where an alert on my phone. And so, for instance, on last week on I was on CNAP, the stock CNAP, right? And I bought it on Friday last week, and it dipped, and I held. Well, I held because I was at work, and I went into a meeting, and I had no choice but to just like suck it up, and I couldn't be on my phone to trade it, so I stayed there, and then it went back up. But it stayed at $2. It did not trade anything else beyond $2. Like went 201, 202, and that's it. So I bought in at 201, so I was making like $3 profit. And then Monday it dipped, and I sold at I think it was like 190, and then it went up to 250. And then it went back down to, I think it was the next day, it went back down to like the same price I bought it on a Friday at $2. And then it stood there, and then the following day it just crashed. See, I feel like I feel like it's bad luck, or I feel like I'm not paying attention to something, or I'm not looking at, I know I'm not doing something correctly, and I'm trying to figure that out. So I'm starting to take some smaller positions instead of, like $800 buy-ins, or right now I'm doing like 500.
Yeah.
And so I don't lose much money, and I don't panic. So I'm just trying.
You might be buying a little high, but in this situation in PURA, man, it was just unfortunate timing with what happened today. But I'm actually kind of glad you weren't able to sell, because probably the price was moving down so quickly. As you put in your limit order, there weren't any orders at that price, so that's why you didn't get filled.
Yeah, I figure. And also, one more thing. Just the reason why I went in was because yesterday it was trading it went up 20%, I think, the day before, or 22%. And then it dipped down to, the day before yesterday it was a 20% plus, and then yesterday it dipped to like -10, and I bought it. I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy in, and I'm thinking that the next day, Friday, because usually I figure Fridays, for the past 2 months that I've been trading Fridays, every other Friday is a good day for the stock.
Yeah.
So and to my surprise, the thing crashes 40%.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of discouraged because for this whole time, it's like I'm only down 10%, 20%, and now 40%, 20%. So it's discouraging. So I was just looking for some feedback.
Yeah, no, I would see what happens on Monday, and if you're down Monday, of course, obviously I would, go ahead and sell, but I would see what happens Monday, because if we have some value buyers coming, I think it's going to be an opportunity for you to maybe be able to at least get back to break even, for you to then sell. If you're looking like, okay, look, I just really want out, at least be able to, I think you're going to be able to get yourself some more green before you decide to exit. Because I think and as I said, right now, you're on a low RSI right now, and I think a lot of these, penny stocks right now in marijuana are at value prices right now. These are prices where this stock hasn't been for months. So if you're looking to get into many of these, weed plays, these are the prices you want to get in. So I think Monday, Tuesday, you should be looking at green days if the smart money follows through, which I believe they're going to do. So Monday or Tuesday, we'll find out. And again, I just honestly believe that the value is just right on the table, and I believe they're going to snatch it. But I would see that, if you're really looking to sell and that's what you want to do, I think sell with a little bit, closer to break even is probably what you're going to be looking at.
Yeah, so that's what I figure. I figure I'll wait until, I'm back to break even.
Yeah, at least.
Or back until at least Friday to see. When I first, I'm sorry, one more thing. When I first noticed the stock was going up 70%, 75%. And this was back in January, I think January 20th.
Yeah, it was a hot stock. It was a hot stock. I see what it was doing in January. It was hot, man.
Yeah. So, I got motivated, and I really studied it, and I actually made some profit of 18% one day on that stock. So I really liked it. And I stopped playing it for a bit, and then I decided to go in yesterday because I figured, like, this week it did 20%, so it's waking up. And then Friday, March 3rd or March 2nd, news coming out of this big event that I think some UFC fighters backing it up, and the Arnold Schwarzenegger event of the athletes. I can't remember the exact name of it. It's coming up this week, actually, in the week of March, beginning of March. So I said, I'm just going to go in and hope for the best. Look,
right.
Whatever, it is what it is.
I would exactly. I think you got the game plan just right, man. I would see what happens Monday and Tuesday, but in my opinion, I think you're going to be able to get, some value buyers coming in. And if you're looking to sell, you'll sell at least at break even or very close to it, or you might actually find yourself back into the green as soon as Tuesday. So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, and thanks for the show. Appreciate
it, man. Thank you for the call. 646. Appreciate it, man. And again, I wouldn't sell, man. I think, as I've said, if you sold today at those lows, I think you really did yourself a disservice. I honestly believe that. You really did yourself a disservice, and we'll be able to find out. 7 days will come and go very quickly. By this time next week, whether or not I'm right in a lot of these stocks. And I honestly believe when I look at, stocks like MJNA sitting at 12 cents, CBIS, 10 cents, FUTL at below a penny, you know what I'm saying? Pura, like we just talked about, sitting at a nickel. Come on, man. This is value. This is value. This is, Warren Buffett says it. When everybody's running, that's when you buy. 980, what's up?
Hey, Sal, newsflash. I got newsflash about Robinhood.
Okay, go ahead.
You sell, and the money is available immediately. There's a new feature on Robinhood that it lets you sell, and the money is there available for you to use. You don't have to wait for that waiting period until the money settles.
Well, I know most margin accounts do that. Are you talking about, that in cash too?
No, dude. I'm only cash.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that they do instant settles on cash.
Instant settle on cash, dude. And there's not PDT bullshit crap. There's none of that on Robinhood.
Now tell us how you get set up with an account like that. Is there a particular, as you setting it up, do you just select you don't want margin, or what's the deal with that?
No, I don't use that option of margin. Margin is pretty much you borrow money, so you have to get that Robinhood Gold crap. to get the extra cash. Well, no, I don't use that. I just put my money in, and that's it. I don't borrow money to trade.
Sure.
So what I was doing before, I was selling, and then I had to wait that 3-day period for the money to settle. Well, I was checking the ad, I was going through different options, and there's an option that you click on it, and then you wait until you get approved, and once you're approved, you can trade without having to wait for money to settle.
Okay. Wow.
So
I wasn't aware of that. I mean, you said click on an option. Do you know what the name of that is, or is it like?
I'm using my phone, so I can't really tell you.
Oh, okay.
But,
No, that's cool. I mean, now that people who have Robinhood, go look for that option he's talking about, man. It might be
look for that option, man.
In your settings or something like that. Let them know.
But look at it. I sold. I had some stocks that I wanted to sell. I sold them, and then boom, made some money on Jack's, like right on the spot.
Wow.
Yep.
So
check it out.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call, man. All right. Shout out to 980. Yeah, he said breaking news. I thought he was going to say Robinhood allows OTCs or something like that. But yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the tip. But I mean, if it's a cash account, he won't have to deal with the PDT rule though. If it's truly a cash account. But I've never heard of a cash account with instant settle. That'd be interesting to. So if that's the case, man, look into it. I don't have Robinhood installed on my phone anymore, so I don't know about anything about that. But look into it for those of you guys who do have it. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, you can't borrow any margin. You can't. Margin is what allows you to get the instant settle on Robinhood. So, if he's saying he doesn't have it, he gets instant settle, but then he doesn't have margin. I don't even know how that's possible because the broker would have to facilitate the settle instantaneously, and you can't do that without margin. I don't know. He said he's a setting on the thing. Just look for the setting. Just look for the setting. That might be the Robinhood Gold he might be talking about. That could be the Robinhood Gold. I don't know. Looking for the setting. There it is. Just look for that setting he's talking about. You and I both are Robinhood allows me to take any profit. Okay. Yes, indeed. Hey, Darth Vader, when you loaded your SureTrader account, did you use the credit card to load it? Do you use your credit card to load it, debit card or whatever, or do you wire them money? I've always been curious of that. I've never heard, because I know with SureTrader you can use a credit card to load your account, or you can use a wire transfer. You say you bought some Robinhood Gold is good? Okay. Yeah, Tyson, I think you use Robinhood, don't you? Let's see here. PLX at $1.20. All right. Okay, so for the week in PLX, you kind of needed these last 2 days in PLX. The week had been really rough for you. But so far, it looks like at least you made some gains back here with these last 2 days here. Nice move today, 7%, almost 7% in PLX. $1.20 a gain on the stock. Yeah. That's Canopy Gold. That's Canopy, the Federalist. TWMJF. The Federalist. He likes these well-established companies with real operations. But yeah, Canopy Growth Corporation, that is in fact true, the largest medical marijuana company. with all licenses. They're based out of Canada, so already got all the things that they need to trade. I mean, to buy and sell recreational, all licenses. As you know, Canada has already approved recreational as well as medical. All right. They're on the ball in Canada, and they're getting money from it. It's just, America's trying to figure out a way to allow, the corporate elite to benefit from it. Right now, it's a situation where they lost control because they waited too long. So you got so many small players that if the big boys wanted to come in, then they're going to need to buy out. And every day they wait, it gets worse and worse for them. And America, the American government has not figured out a way, to get the rich, the elite of this nation, to be able to benefit from marijuana just yet. Kind of like what they did with cigarettes. It's at the beginning, cigarettes, it's pretty tough to be a tobacco farmer. If you go back and look at the rules on tobacco farming, you had to have licenses, and it was very similar to what's going on now. It's very similar to what's going on now. You needed a license to grow tobacco and all that crap. Obviously, the production is a lot strenuous when you talk about tobacco than you're talking about marijuana. Yeah, cash you out any trade options. Run with instant, get your funds immediately. All right, Q to Mile, appreciate it. Okay, so Robinhood instant. Okay, yeah, I didn't know about that. But yeah, man, we'll get through. There will be an episode one day that we have here on the show that we'll all be celebrating. Probably not going to be under Donald Trump. I don't think he's bold enough. But we will be celebrating the legalization of marijuana very soon. I think with the next president. I think the next president is going to be so far left. Because I think after what we're going through right now with Trump, man, I think it calls for a guy who's just going to be so far left. I mean, he's going to be cool into marijuana. He's going to allow all that kind of crap, man. Yeah, trucker, that's exactly what they're doing, man. That's exactly, you're right. That's what they're doing. Nah, we're not going all night, man. We're definitely not going all night. I'm about to get up off here, but Cory Booker, nah, I don't know if America's ready for that. As I said, I think, what's his name? This guy out of California. Gosh, what's his name? He's the deputy governor of the state of California. Isn't he? Let me see. Deputy governor, California. What's his name? Gavin Newsom. There it is. That's my pick for the next president of the United States, is Gavin Newsom. If you from the West Coast, you know who I'm talking about. But his name is Gavin Newsom. And I've already been seeing a little bit of the, these left-wing parties that are all, organizations putting some money behind him. He's pro-marijuana. He's all into the whole gay rights and, the environment. He's their guy. He's their guy. All right. Safe on Wall Street. Knows how to talk to poor people, but, can glad hand with the rich. I've been watching a couple videos on him on YouTube. He's their guy, I can tell. And they're prepping. But yeah, I mean, what's his name? Cory Booker's doing his thing, but Cory Booker's he's too attached to Obama, man. He's too attached to Obama. I think you need a. You said, what's so bad about gay rights? I didn't say anything bad about gay rights. That's what I just say bad about gay rights. I didn't say anything bad about gay rights. But to be an elected liberal official, to be a Democrat elected anywhere, you need to be about gay rights. My attitude, dude. What do you mean my attitude? My attitude on what do you want me to do? Do say it with a smile? I mean, my attitude on gay. I don't have no problem with gay rights, bro. I don't have no problem with that. I'm about the paper, man. Why so defensive? Because you're accusing me of being a homophobe, a word that doesn't even exist. That's why. No, I mean, my thing, I don't give a fuck about that shit. What you do in the bedroom is between you and God. It don't have nothing to do with me. I'm about this paper, man. Yeah. Thank you, more peace. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, man, he's trying to get me on some, shit. All right, let's keep it moving, man. All right, let's get back to the penny stocks. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even give a damn about that topic, bro. Really don't. Trading Jedi fake news. Hey, what's going on with look, I wish that phrase would just go away. Fake news. I wish people would just Trump, he knows how to come up with language that just, people will take it and run with it, man. He knows exactly what to say to have people, right under his finger, dude. GSS. Let me see here. GSS. 314, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, hey, buddy.
Okay.
Cut your hair.
Let me see here.
Cut your hair. It ain't working. This ain't the 70s. Cut it.
All right.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
All right. Okay. One of those again. Well, what ticker was it with the Seeking Alpha issues? Yeah, David, it was CETX. 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 And had a sideways day today. Yeah, CETX. All right. Yeah, somebody playing games on the phone. Yeah, I know them folks over at Seeking Alpha are scared, man. Folks over at Seeking Alpha are scared. Mm-hmm. And the reason I know they're scared is they took off that damn, let me see here. I think they took off that damn article. They took off that damn article real quick. They took it off, man. 702, you're on the air. What's up?
Hi, this is Bradley from Sports Limited. I was wondering if you'd like to buy a magazine subscription.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
All right, y'all can keep having it, man. Y'all. See, I said I didn't even say anything bad about gay people. Look at y'all attacking me. Y'all attacking me. I mean, look, you can't have. I didn't even say anything bad. And now I've had 2 crank calls from, what sounds like 2 homosexual men. I never even said anything bad about y'all, man. I have not had a single episode saying anything bad about homosexual anything. Ever. Never said a goddamn thing. Now 2 homosexual men call my show, trying to fuck my shit up. Fucking with my business, man. And one guy in the chat room said it was my attitude. What do you mean my attitude? I didn't even have an attitude when I said it. I don't know if they were gay, but the fact we just got done talking about homosexual issues and you would be attacking me for saying something about Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Come on, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, man. Hold on, man. See, I would be afraid. I would be afraid if I worked for somebody, because I know you know that group, y'all love cutting people's income, and thank God I don't have a boss, because y'all would go run to the boss and say, you got that man, and y'all not even gonna use that word. That's out of control. You need to get him out of there. Y'all know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was about to use that in a minute, trucker. I was about to use that in a minute. Yeah, Sinclair. I'm done self-employed. Yeah, self-employed, man. This is my business. I'm trying to get my business up. And now I'm being attacked by the homosexual community, man, for not even saying anything, man. I didn't even say anything against you guys. Acting like I got some real power out here or something, man. All I do is talk about stocks. OTC stocks at that. I'm not talking about Microsoft or Nvidia or some shit like that. You know? Shit. 909, what's up, man? You on the air?
Hello?
I take a look at my enormous penis, and my troubles start melting away.
Y'all keep fucking
I take a look at my enormous penis, and the happy times are coming to stay. I gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants, and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis, and everything is going my way.
You know, it's so funny about that song is that it's gonna make them probably start calling even more, because they're gonna want to hear it again. Oh man, come on! I was just gonna have a good Friday. You know what I'm saying? I'm already upset the fact that marijuana is down. You know, I just bought up more USIE shares, and I'm down on that. You know, I got a great, investments relations bid going on in POTN. We got a great week ahead of us. I didn't want to end a week like this, being attacked by the homosexual community. You know, I stand against discrimination of any kind, man. So the fact that y'all coming up at me like this, that's not cool. But at the end of the day, y'all want to use black suffering for your cause, though, right? You're going to attack a black man, but when it comes to getting legislation done, that's when you want to tweet Dr. King shit, even though Dr. King didn't support homosexuality. Yeah, you see how they do that? Come on my show and attack a black man, but when you get in front of Congress, or you get in front of City Hall or the State House, black issues, that's what y'all love to do, putting black people in front. And let's keep it 100. Some of the most racist people I know are gay people. Some of you gay people are some of the biggest racists out there, man. Some of y'all are hella racist. Let me tell you something. I would say, yeah, man, some of these gays are hella racist. Most of you liberals are racist as fuck, man. You liberals are racist as fuck. You know? That's why I like even the conservatives, because at least I know where they stand on shit. Liberals are people who will allow you to come into their movement, but when we start talking about reparations, that's, I don't know about that. But you want my vote, though, every 4 years. You come into the hood, though, right? But when we start talking about reparations and, I don't know, man. It's 2017, and, I don't know about that right now. I think we can do reparations in different ways. No, motherfucker. Cut the African-American community a check. They deserve it. As many times as these people vote for you day in and day out, year in and year out, and they ain't got shit to show for it. And I would say this. The thing about Donald Trump is that at least when I turn on the news, I ain't seeing gay every 5 minutes on the damn news. Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Man. You know what I'm saying? Every time Obama was the gay president. He didn't do shit for people like me, man. He did everything for you. He was the gay president. He literally was on a magazine and they called him the gay president. Yeah. Let me not get caught up, man. Let's get back to these stocks, but because I'm trying to end the show and not be up here all night. But y'all want to come and attack me, but use black suffering to advance your cause. All that intersectionality bullshit. But when we start talking about black issues, y'all are nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Now, Donald Trump is coming at that ass. You want to come looking for me. Hold your own nuts. Hold your own nuts. All right? Yeah, let's get it. Let's get going, man. Let's get going. All right, so what you guys looking at? We were looking at CETX when David asked me that question, and I was unfairly attacked. Big Lebowski, you're hilarious. That's why I ain't got a problem. I ain't got no beef with Donald. Donald ain't got nothing to do with me. He ain't said nothing about me. Donald Trump ain't said nothing about me. I ain't got no problem with Donald Trump. That's why these groups can't get me to say nothing. He ain't did nothing to me. Hold your own nuts. Once you start coming after people like me, then we gonna start talking about Donald Trump. Until then, nah, I'm good on that. That's the problem with people like me. We running around helping everybody else out, and then when we need help, there's no help to be found. Chris, let me see here. Curtis Inc. or Curious Inc. I don't know anything about Curious Inc. I don't know anything about Curious Inc. or Curious or whatever that's pronounced. All right. Let me see here. 237. Yeah, I don't know anything about. I don't see anything about that. Yeah, man. When Trayvon Martin got shot, all these, brothers out here getting choked to death. I ain't see no gay flags out there. None. Not a damn one. Now you want to talk about some solidarity and all that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let me see here. MJPI. 35 cents a share. MJPI, MJ International. 35 cents. I don't know where MJPI is going, though. That's my own thing. Yeah, we talked about the Snapchat IPO. I'm not impressed. That's not my thing. I mean, look, I'm looking for, large percentage gains on my money. And, if Snapchat comes out at $14 or $20, between 14 and 20, like they're saying, how long is it going to take for me to double my money? I'm looking to double my money. If I can't double my money, then what's the point? That's why I love penny stocks. I have the potential of doubling my money, right? So when we talk about the Snapchat IPO, okay, that's great. It's going to make billions for the investment banks and the owners behind the company, but I'm not going to drop, what you probably need to really make a return on it, at least 2,000 plus, to sit around and make maybe $300 or $400, and who knows how long it's going to take you to make that, right? Because at $14 to $15 a share, you got to put down a significant amount of capital in order for it to make sense for you. So when people talk about the Snapchat IPO, well, I mean, what's the benefit? 305, you're on the air. What's up?
Yo, what's up, sir?
Hey, what's up, man? Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking to Mataron.
Hey, Mataron, what's up, man?
Yeah, you pronouncing Matron, but it's Mataron.
Oh, Mataron. There we go. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, let me put this shit on pause. Alright. You saved me, man. You save a lot of niggas out here. And I hear you speaking. It is Friday. I just want to vent.
Go ahead, man. It's Friday.
You talk about a homosexual community. You talk about a lot of shit, man. I don't give a fuck about them. To be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I don't know what I even say right now.
I mean, go ahead, man. Let it out, man.
Yeah. Alright. I go up to a girl and she says she is whatever. Nah, fuck it. I'll just call her. Fuck it.
Hello? I don't know. I don't know. He just hung up. I mean, brother caught himself. I just didn't want to let the feelings go, I guess, man. He started talking about a girl, so I don't know what, brother caught himself slipping and decided that he wasn't going to go into it. It is what it is, man. Travis said it's... Travis said he sound drunk. Oh, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Again, man, I want to make it clear because I don't want anybody to make me seem like a bad dude. I'm just like the guy who got off the phone. I really don't give a damn about none of that. I'm just trying to get rich or die trying. Like, really, just like my favorite rap CD, man. Well, one of my favorites. I'm just trying to get rich or die trying. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't have nothing against anybody. I do have something against you if you're trying to stop me from getting some money. But other than that, I'm gonna just keep it 100, keep it real. If I see people, being intellectually dishonest with people, man. So I never imagined that I'd be attacked by the homosexual community. Yeah. Well, some people just don't realize it's Friday, man. Friday. That's what I love about Friday, because all the people that followed me throughout the week, and then they just get purged out on Friday. They're like, oh man, this nigga's too real for us, man. Oh my God, he's talking about race and homosexuality. Oh my God. I just thought he was just one of those niggas that's just gonna stick to the stocks. 313, you're on the air. What's up, man?
It's me.
Okay.
It's me, Kevin, Jen, Mike, everybody that knows you, man.
All right, one of these guys again.
Now, shut your trap for just 2 seconds there, Mary.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
All right. 305, you're back on the air. What's up?
Yeah, ready.
Hey, are you the guy who just got off the phone?
Yeah.
So what's up, man? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm straight. All right. Yeah, you saved me, right? Like I was searching for shit to do, and I was searching for you on YouTube. I saw that you got no heat in your apartment,
Yeah.
and then I searched again, and I saw you on the shit. I'm like, fuck, this is what I gotta do.
Yeah.
And I searched for I searched the stocks, and I searched for the setup, and I learned it.
Okay. Are you making good money right
So,
now? Are you making some good side money for yourself, or I mean, how's your trading been so far, man?
my trading has been good. I've been making like $100 per day and whatever.
That's what's up, man. Are you working a
Yeah.
job right now? Like, where are you working at right now?
I ain't doing no job. I used to work for Microsoft. I used to work for like 70 grand per year.
Oh shit!
And
I would have loved a $70,000 a year job, man.
Nigga, you said that you want 300 per day based on what you're doing.
Yeah. But what happened to the $70,000 a year job though? I mean, $70,000 to $100 a day, man. That seemed like a setback, man.
Okay, look at it this way. I came to this country searching for a job. All right? And I worked for a job. There was no clock on the wall. I can't call anyone in case of emergency. I had breaks 15 minutes per day, 1 hour, and all of that. Now, I can do what the fuck I want. I know that I can wake up at 9:30. Not even wake up. I wake up at 9 o'clock. I set my watch list. 9:30, the market rings. I can make average. It's not $100 per day. It's average $100 per day.
Okay. Now you sound like an African brother, man. Where'd you come from? You said you came here from another country, like Burundi or something?
No, nigga, I ain't African. I'm Jamaican.
Jamaican. Okay. Where? Okay, Jamaica. All right. When you come here, man?
I came here 2013.
Okay, that's what's up. All right.
Yeah. And speaking about come here, that's the next topic I want to talk about, Donald Trump. So, yeah, I came here, I do my shit, and you got this dude in this White House saying, like, he want to kick a nigga out. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, I know that a lot of people support Donald Trump, but at the same time, you got people like me, came from another country, want to make America great. You get me?
Yeah.
Google made America great. Apple made America great.
Yeah. Have they sent you some kind of notice they want to deport you?
No. They haven't sent that. But at the same time, America isn't a native country. America is a country that immigrants make great.
Okay. Yeah, that is true. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Immigration did make this country great. And if you look back on many of the biggest inventions and businesses in America, most of them are either done by foreigners or direct descendants, like typically like their kids, you know what I'm saying, that created some of the biggest companies in America and inventions.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if you look at immigrants, Donald Trump is a fucking immigrant. His mother is from Scotland. His father is from Germany. So the current president right now is a child of an immigrant, and he wants to get immigrants out. Tell me how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true, man. I think his dad came from Germany or some shit like that, and he was born here. But yeah, his mother was an immigrant. That is absolutely right, and his father, I believe, too.
Not believe. It is in the black and white.
So
it is written.
So what are you gonna do, man? What's the move for you now? I mean, obviously, you got a president who's not in favor of you being here. What's the move, man?
The move is sell a salvation, make this money from what he's speaking, and like what Tim Sykes do, move to somewhere and continue to make this money.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, man, because Jamaica, it has the same time zone as like Miami and Alabama. All that. I mean, you're all in the Eastern time zone. So when the market opens 9:30, it's 9:30 in Jamaica too. So have you ever thought about just stacking your money up and becoming a trader out there, or possibly teaching people out there, or looking to do something involving the market out there?
You're reading my mind, Sal. The time zone in Jamaica is the same.
Yeah.
And I will be there, and I'll be in Bahamas because a lot of brokers is in Bahamas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yep, a lot of brokers out in the Bahamas, man.
And I'll teach. I'll be the Caribbean Tim Sykes.
That's what's up.
And I will direct them to you, because I'll say, yo, this nigga ain't from shit, and he's teaching everyone something.
Yeah.
So that's my aim. I tune into you every night like it's my Bible.
Oh, damn, man. Much respect, man.
Yeah.
Much respect, man. But yeah, man, I think you got the plan down, man. I honestly believe that, because I would hate for you to wait too long to where they come and get you. You know what I mean? Put you in the paddy wagon, and God knows, how long they keep you around, because when you talk about these people in these immigration detention centers, they keep people for months, years, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, ain't nobody gonna get me. One thing I do, I make sure I'm straight. I spend $3,000 today to ensure that Donald Trump and his people ain't gonna get me.
There it is, man. Appreciate you so much for the call, man. Thank you so much for sharing that, man.
Keep doing what you're doing, and keep saving every single soul that you can around the world, my friend.
Much respect, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the call. Call back anytime, man.
All right, bless.
All right. So, yeah, man, homie had to share his feelings, man. This is Friday. You guys call up. Whatever you want to talk about, it is what it is. Open line Friday, man. He had to call up and get it off his chest. You guys are talking about he was high or drunk. I mean, that's the fear of having the federal government kick in your door and arrest you because you want to come to this country for an opportunity. That would do that to you, man. If I had that kind of fear overhanging me, hell yeah, I'll be drinking 4 or 5 bottles a day, homie. I'm scared. I came here for a better life, and they trying to, put me in a detention center. And all I'm trying to do is get a job and live. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? I'm man. And that's why I said on Twitter, man, look, that's the only reason why Trump is trying to get these Hispanics out of there. Because you got to understand, the federal government, in association with a lot of these home builders and infrastructure businesses, they brought these Hispanics here, particularly Mexicans, Guatemalans, Bolivians, some of them Bolivians. They brought them Nicaraguans, Panamanian. They brought them to America because they thought all they were going to do is pick fruit. That's all they thought. They thought they were just going to pick fruit, work at these little small jobs, and build, and they didn't actually realize that these people are actually good at taking care of their families, saving money, buying and starting businesses. And then what's happened over the course of many years, some of these Hispanics have gotten to a point where now they're buying homes, they're starting businesses, they're naturalized citizens now. And now all of a sudden, because they're growing political power, oh my God, it's a problem now. We got to get them out of here now. Oh no, we got to get these people out of here now. You know, because you thought they just were going to come here and pick fruit and paint houses and all that stuff. No, they want bigger and better things for themselves and for their children. Don't kick them out now. Don't kick them out now. You know. Don't kick them out now. You know? Yeah, man. I shout out to all the Hispanics, man, who came here, and they made it happen for themselves. They made it happen for themselves, man. They come here one or two at a time. They practice group economics. They buy and sell from each other. Sometimes they'll buy one house, two or three families living in one house. They stack their money up. Eventually, one family goes their way and the other goes that way. And they shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to those people. And now the American government, people in a dominant society are threatened by you because now you're getting to the point where you have political power. That's what they're afraid of. That's what they're afraid of, man. You know. They're afraid of the Hispanic community's political power. You got to remember that under George W. Bush, if you guys are old enough to remember, they thought that Hispanics would be a possible demographic for them. You remember that? When George W. Bush was president, they thought Hispanics were going to be a building block for the Republican Party in the future. That's what they thought. You know? But Hispanics, most of them, especially, you know, Mexicans, again, Nicaraguans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, they ain't all that conservative bullshit. They're really not. You know, most of those countries are relatively left-leaning countries. They really don't, you know, care too much about conservative issues. They don't have conservative beliefs. They don't have conservative beliefs. And it's not that, you know, they just don't care. And it's not a bad thing when I say that. It's not a bad thing. They're just not interested in limiting other people like that. You know, Hispanics, for the most part, are relatively progressive people. Relatively progressive people. Now, a lot of people point to, well, you don't see immigration in their communities. You don't see, you know, in their communities, you know, well, they don't have the economies for that issue. They don't have the economies. That's why they come here. But I don't think you can talk to a Hispanic and say they would be against other people immigrating to America. They're not about keeping other people away from the American dream. They want it for themselves. So how the Republican Party saw a partner in them, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, they got other issues, man. You know, trying to raise money to send money back to the country. I remember he wasn't a roommate, but he lived down the hall. A guy I knew from I don't know. I think he was from Belize, and he was Belize, but he spoke English and Spanish because I think in Belize they speak English and Spanish, and he wasn't Hispanic looking. He was an Indian looking guy. He was an Indian looking. He looked like what, you know, he said he was like Native American. But anyway, he spoke English and Spanish. But a lot of these Hispanics, they raise money. They literally go to work. They save money and they send it back to their families in, you know, these other countries. So they don't give a damn about anything but providing for themselves and their family back home. A lot of their families back home live and survive based on what they're doing here in the U.S. You know? Like, man, I got to send money back to my mom. I got to send money back to my uncle. My uncle's feeling kind of sick right now. And in order to get the medical care she needs, I got to send them money. I got to send him money. You know, because in those countries, you do have the public healthcare system, but it's really bad. So everybody goes to a private doctor, but the private doctor requires money. The medicine, thank God, is dirt cheap, but you got to pay for it. You know. Post Office Joe. Yeah, Post Office Joe. I got a good pipeline stock, but I gotta keep it under wraps until, you know, the deal goes down, you know. I gotta do the Mike Tyson sign the contract. You know, if you guys remember when Mike Tyson did that. Because I'm waiting for a deal with them, but it's a pipeline company. Very, no, I wouldn't say horribly low float, but it's less than 120, and it's dirt cheap. So for the amount of float and for how cheap it is, it makes sense. So you guys should hear about it next week. Some of you guys might find it, though. You guys might find it because some of you guys are pretty good at that shit. But it's a pipeline. I mean, it's right on the pipeline, dude. If you look at where they're looking to lay the pipeline, this company is like right there. OTC stock too. And it's in the oil services business. Nobody knows about it. He said the government is out of style, needs to be updated so you can control the fate of your own country. Well, that's why I'm a libertarian, man. I believe in free government. I believe in limited government. I've always believed that the government's only control and responsibility is for protection of our civil liberties and our rights in terms of land. And that's pretty much it. All right. Anything else is outside of the realm of government. They're going too far. 413, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal, no shit. I didn't think I'd get to talk to you.
Hey, who am I speaking with, man?
Jeff there. How you doing?
Doing good, Jeff. How are you, man?
Good, man. Listen, I got a question for you. I'm going into a stock Monday. It's got 3 days, 40 million shares sold. Starting Wednesday, CNXS. It's that Bitcoin vending machine company that I don't know, they had Mike Tyson's name on it or something.
CNXS.
Yeah, I got 3 days of open candles. Open candles is a signal to buy, right? That's a pressure to buy.
That is very true. CNXS, and this is Connexus. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay, Connexus. CNXS, yeah, man, wow, 3 beautiful days in the chart too. Those are nice gains. 43% today alone.
Yeah, and I just picked that up late.
Oh wow,
I mean, I was researching it today and I came across it and I was like, no shit.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody bringing this up this week. 002 to almost a penny this week alone. Wow, so you're well over 100 and almost 160% this week alone. Shit.
Right? I was going to test it out. I was going to throw 10,000 shares in it and just see what it did. I don't want to go too high.
But by the way this is moving, yeah, of course. I mean, I would definitely take that risk here. I wasn't familiar. I've never heard of this play. I thought I knew pretty much all the Bitcoin companies, but Connexus Bitcoin is definitely new to me. We just actually reviewed another Bitcoin play, but this was definitely not one that I knew of.
Yeah, well, we were talking about the Bitcoins a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I don't definitely remember bringing this one up. CNXS, nice chart, man. Nice chart.
Yeah, I think it would be a wise play, anyways, to pick up on a Monday.
Yes, I definitely. If you see, I mean, based on what the chart has been doing so far, I mean, it's a big doji candle, so it's going either way. It's letting us know that we got some people who are willing to buy at a higher price. There was an attempt at a possible pullback today, but you did have people snatch up those shares. You ended up settling at a penny, but still, man, incredible gain in the stock. I'm trying to look for any chatter here and seeing where the hype is coming from and who's
all right, I didn't pick up anything on it yet.
Who's talking about this? Let me see here.
I don't see it being like an inside buyer or anything.
Okay, so yeah, I do see what you're talking about. They're affiliated with Mike Tyson. You can literally look up MikeTysonBitcoin.com, and yeah, he's pushing it. Oh my God, he's actually okay. So this is not just a signature. He's actually got the whole Mike Tyson Bitcoin. Okay, wow. Mike Tyson.
I don't know if they put these things in casinos or, where they have them. But,
yeah, Mike Tyson created these ATMs in partnership to bring Bitcoin to a mainstream audience. Bitcoin is changing the way the world thinks about using money. All right, so Mike Tyson Bitcoin, that's what's up.
Yeah, and I think they even got an in-app purchase or something going along with that.
Yeah, I mean that's really neat. The fact that they got him involved in the stock. Nice little website here. Looks like they do have them in the casino right now in Vegas. They are looking to expand based on what I see here. But nice, man. I really appreciate you bringing this to our attention. Again, everybody visit MikeTysonBitcoin.com. The ticker is CNXS. And I don't remember seeing this at all in the chat room, so I really appreciate you bringing this up, man.
Hey, no problem, man. People are getting you riled up, Sal. You gotta kick back, though.
Yeah.
Don't let them get you. Don't let them bait you, Sal. Don't let them do it.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of jerk-offs out there, Sal. Don't let them get you, buddy.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Make money, brother.
Will do. Shout out to Jeff for the call, man. And, I mean, nobody brought this up. Pump or dump, it doesn't matter, man. Can we make some money on it? A lot of people made a lot of money on pump and dumps. Okay? You guys need to change your mindset on pump and dumps. Because at the end of the day, if you got in on it and were able to make 200, 300%, you wouldn't complain. Everybody doesn't like pump and dumps when they're not on it. That's when everybody, man, that's a pump and dump. Okay, but if you made money on it, well, Taranga Science. Benjamin Ade, you said you worked a 100K year journey for 8 years. Appreciate that, Benjamin Ade. Trade binary. Hey, is binary Forex? Benjamin, let me know about binary Forex, man. I don't know about that, man. I've never been a big fan of binary anything. All right? Because every time I look at these binary, Forex, binary stocks, or anything that crap, it all looks like a bunch of spam. If you see people spamming all over, because they used to spam all over my videos and shit until I was deleting all the comments and they kind of gave up. Exactly, more peace. So Africa Emporium, is it legit though? Because those websites look so fake. If you ever see those binary Forex videos, they show the little line going in. Like the Forex doesn't even move like that, dude. What the fuck is that? But again, going back to Jeff Thayer's comments, CNXS is the ticker. Put it on your watch list for next week. Among all of the marijuana stocks that are running right now, and I say running, I mean, pulling off these lows today like many of them did. All right? Yes, the stocks are down, but guess what? There are people who are sitting in these stocks who are up right now. Okay? And I figure that Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be closing the gap on a lot of these plays. I figure that on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be closing the gap on a lot of these MJ plays. All right? And make sure you put POTN on your watch list as well. Because we're still pushing that heavy. Yeah, binary options are a scam. The Fed is all on it. Okay. One of them is Nadex. Okay, so Nadex is legit. All right, yeah, because Nadex has a bunch of commercials like all over my videos, man. A bunch of Nadex all over my videos, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that. Shout out to Jeff again, man, for that, man. I hadn't even heard of this company. If anybody had heard of it, let me know. Looks like David, you had heard about it, but other than that, I had not heard about this company. So thank you so much, David, for that. Give David a... Yes, indeed. Give him a little yodel. You said you can average $500 to $1,500 a day. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up, man. Do your thing. Yeah, Darius Green. I like the Tandem Trader DVD. Is still, it's still on Pirate Bay. You can still download it. It's still available on Pirate Bay. It's by Investors Live, and they do a good job over there. Nathan Mashad and them. It's a $1,700 DVD. You can get it for free on Pirate Bay. All right. A lot of people get on to me about that, but it is what it is, man. I'm not paying $1,700 for your DVD, dude. It is what it is. If I can get it for free, I'm going to get it for free. That's just the free market. Some people are willing to pay, and some people are willing to do what they got to do to get it for free, and that's me. ENPH. Yeah, but watch this CNXS, guys. The way it's setting up, man. Yeah, the way it's setting up. Let me see. I want to CN. Let me see. Yeah, let me just stick with this right now. ENPH. Let's go back in the chart a little bit. All right, so you're not. Okay, so you last month you set a high of $1.96. All right. Oh, okay. So you actually been higher than that. All right. Yeah. ENPH, and I want to say this is a NASDAQ company, right? Yeah, and I'm a big Mike Tyson fan too. So, $1.86, man. ENPH, Enphase Energy looks like it's been on a really good tear since mid-February. Kind of slow, but you're up almost 30 cents a share for over the last 10 days. Up 30 cents a share in the last 10 days. So that's been a nice little move for you guys, with the meat of the move actually coming today with a 17-cent move. 10% for the stock, ENPH. Nice look. All right, you're above you just crossed the 200-day moving average. You were bearish for a long period of time. That's why when I pulled up the chart here, it looks like you were below the 200 for quite a while here. Quite a while here under the 200. So you just started getting momentum back into the stock. Now sitting pretty above the 200 and the 20-day moving average on the daily chart. Yes, Lampo Magic, you are live. Semiconductor companies. Is SCON a semiconductor company? I thought SCON was a wiring company. Are they semiconductor? Superconductor? I thought they were a high-tech wiring company. SCON. I don't believe they're a semiconductor play. If I am mistaken, let me know. That one's pulled back, obviously, from its highs on the 16th, as you can see here on the daily chart. It's pulled back to the 20-day moving average, sitting just above it with a doji, showing that could be a change in momentum here, sitting at $1.24. So this might actually be your entry here, and you do have support. Actually, it's a little low, so you're actually above support. So you actually do have a little bit of ways to come back. I would look for confirmation on that on Monday. I'll look for confirmation on that on Monday, whether or not you're gonna pull back even further, or that doji is confirmed with a bullish candle. Yeah, well, I mean, Plugged In Film says, I love Tyson, but this ain't his sport. I mean, you could said the same thing for George Foreman. George Foreman grills. George Foreman didn't have anything. He couldn't cook a damn thing. But they slapped George Foreman's name on that wonderful product, and the guy's made a couple $100 million off the George Foreman grill. So I wish Mike Tyson the best on his Mike Tyson Bitcoin. I think, I wish him the best on it. I wish him the best on it. Hope it's a huge success. That guy's been scammed so many fucking times by promoters and other businesses. If you really look into Mike Tyson, man, he's been scammed so many goddamn times. People taking advantage of. Can you imagine? You take, find this kid from the Bronx who's high school dropout. He's knocking all these motherfuckers out in his neighborhood. You put up some gloves on him. He starts knocking motherfuckers out. He told you that every time he went into a fight, he imagined himself back on the streets. The guy really had no money sense, no real business sense, and no one really even had his best interest. So now that he's much, much older, I wish him the best. Honestly, I really do. A lot of people take advantage of that dude throughout his whole life. He's from New York, Brooklyn. Yep. Came right off the streets. That dude, they literally just picked him right off the streets, dude. Literally right off the streets. He was just a beast in the neighborhood, just knocking niggas out in the neighborhood. Blah. 1-2 hits. Good night, stock fella. Put some gloves on him. He was doing it in the ring. Yeah, Don King. Yeah, Don King is just a horrible person, man. Don King is a horrible person. But Don King, man, he screwed a lot of boxers, dude. A lot of boxers have been screwed over by Don King. That's why nobody fucks with Don King anymore, man. You'll never see Don King with any new people. I mean, when was the last time you saw Don King at a major fight? Nobody fucks with Don King anymore, man. Yeah. Yeah, bad investments. Well, bad people leading him into investments, plugged in films. Mike Tyson don't know a good investment from a bad investment. So you got people who coming at you, spitting all these numbers. You got a couple $100 million in the bank. They're showing you all kind of graphs of all the millions you can make. You believe these people because they come to you in association with people you think are, have your best interests. Hey, Mike, this guy wants to talk to you about this investment. You need to come look at what he's talking about. They're giving kickbacks on your money. All right, Alex Montez, appreciate it. Good night, sir. ARCW. Somebody talked about ABHI. That's making a good move today too. 85% gain. 35% gain. Nice move in the stock, man. Talking about ARCW. Nice move in this one too. $4.35. This is Arc Group, not a penny stock though. Above the 200-day, nice swing. Although it looks like it's losing a little bit of steam here. Looking like it's just beautifully hanging above the 200-day right there. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's what I mean. He's got the George Foreman deal. He's got a George Foreman deal. I use your name. We try to make the most of the product, and then we get you a kickback on, maybe I don't know if it's a yearly thing or it's in stocks. Who knows? You said you can sell on Monday on ABHI. Okay, so are you already in ABHI then? ACRW looks pretty stable. Somebody brought that up. ABHI, if you're already in, why not take some profits there? Not bad. It's been a solid move for you. You're up almost 200% since, over the last 3 days alone. You're up over 200% in the last 3 days in ABHI. So I would definitely take those profits there. All right, if you're up. I don't know if you're going to get a confirmation on Monday or not. You could get another bar. Obviously we've seen many, many stocks run, a lot more aggressively. This could be the first of a series of plateaus for this stock where you might get a pullback and then a retest that breaks through the high. So if you sell here and the stock does pull back, sure, you got in and got out with some profits, but then you miss out on the breakout. So that could happen too. But those are what ifs. Those are what ifs. Those are the risks you got to take, though. Those are risks you got to take. Yeah, man, that's the Dwayne Wade stock that ran not too long ago. NAKD, man, I don't know what to think about that anymore. It is what it is. NAKD, I think, you got to really get it in. when it kind of burns itself out, because it does that regularly where it runs and then it burns itself out. At the beginning of the month, you saw that run from $1.19 all the way to almost $4.75. If you remember that was the beginning of the month. NAKD, incredible gain. Good night, Cali girl. Still waiting for you to call in one day, Cali girl, with a stock for us. Plugged in Films. You're an NAKD long term? Okay. Contrarian thinker. Thank you. I'll take a look at it. Yeah. I had a George Foreman grill, but I done used that shit up. You know, George Foreman grills, you use it so much and then the little shit on the grill starts to come off on the meat and shit. I was like, fuck that shit. Let me just toss this out. Actually, I don't think it was a brand name. It was one of them Walmart brands. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here in a minute, but let's go ahead and wrap it up. But let's just look at some last minute things. As I said, you know, going into next week, I think it's all about, you know, still all about MJ, because at these prices, I think you got some really good bargains here. You got a lot of coal stocks running today too. ELTZ, shout out to ELTZ. Nice gain today. 80. God damn, man. You got a lot of stocks that even on a down day put up incredible gains, as we saw today too. We looked at what was it, FCGD? That stock didn't really do anything today, even after an incredible huge buy. FCGD didn't do anything. Again, the guy who brought up Liberty Coal, man, if you're out there watching me, let you know, give me a call, because I want to know how this got on your radar, you know, because I want to know, and the people in the audience want to know, how did it get on your radar? And obviously, it looks like today there might be a slight pullback coming in the future based on this candlestick. But, you know, those were, you know, 3 or 4 incredible days in LBTG. This is a stock that was doing absolutely nothing. Look at the chart. There was really nothing going on. You know, as you can see here on the day chart, look at the 8th through the 16th. There was nothing. Then all of a sudden, you know, incredible move in the stock. Incredible move on the stock. All right. You said it won't let you download the Tandem. Lee G, are you clicking on get this torrent? Not the download now. That's an ad. When you go to Pirate Bay, you don't click any of the ones that say download now. You click get this torrent. All right. Make sure, of course, you have uTorrent or BitTorrent installed in your computer, and then you click get this torrent. It should pop right up. Yeah, there it is, the magnet icon. Exactly, Darius. Jamie Taylor says you don't know what to think about POTN. I mean, that's up to you, ma'am, or sir. I'm not sure, Jamie Taylor, if you're a woman or a man. I know that name can go both ways, spelled like that. But I've been hired to promote the company. As you guys know, I do involve myself in investor relations. That's the business I'm trying to build here, you know. So I'm doing the best I can. It's doing so far so good. The company is looking to really put out some really aggressive news this week, you know. So it's an opportunity for you, you know. But of course, like I say in the disclaimer, or you know, any trader will tell you, never bet more than you can afford to lose. Okay. Oh, female? Okay. All right. Appreciate that. Oh, okay, so he says he's a dude. He says he's a dude. All right, so that Jamie's a female and that Jamie is a guy. IGC. What's going on, Tyson Bats? IGC, 37 cents a share. And Tyson, I think IGC is marijuana. Is this marijuana on IGC? I'm not a fan of that Mad Cats though. MCZ you brought up. I'm not a fan of Mad Cats because I think they're going to bankruptcy. I think they're going to bankruptcy. But IGC, Indian Globalization Capital. I think it's a marijuana play. He said NAK is dead. I don't know. I haven't seen Prolix in the chat room in a minute, man. Prolix told me that he was adding to the position in NAK. I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man. He told me he was adding to his position in NAK. I didn't say anything. I did not say anything. Study under Triforce Trader. Saul Baptiste, TPLM. That's the, if I believe it's the oil play, right? TPLM. All right, this is I think they trade on the higher exchange too. It's not an OTC play. It's a NASDAQ TPLM. Yeah, this is a nice stock when oil is running. So, watch the price of oil if this is running pretty well. Especially tickers like USO and UCO. USO and UCO, which are the big US-based oil and gas plays. When they start running, you'll start seeing TPLM running. Other than that, if you're looking for serious gains and you're willing to trade an OTC, I would look at like BLKG. This is a stock that might be going through a pump real soon. I wanted to bring it to your attention here. Could be a change in momentum here in BLKG. Way below the 200-day moving average. As you can see, that's the line right here. It's been very, very quiet. It was bearish for quite a while, but as you can see, it's been going sideways right now. And that doji pattern here is letting us know it could be a change in sentiment coming in BLKG. This is a stock that has been pumped before. It has gone as much as high as $1. And a pump could be coming there soon, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, cool. REXX. All right, there you go. Appreciate that, Jamie Gal. REXX, 61 cents a share. Yeah. Make sure you watch. You write down that BLKG. I know we go through a lot of tickers, man. I know the smart ones always write down the ones that they'll be interested in, and you guys go ahead and make moves that way. And, a lot of people teach you how to trade. This is about, what to trade. Because so many guys spend so much time. You should do it like this. This is how you trade. Dude, tell me what I should be looking at. And if you love OTCs, you're going to love this show. And most of you do. And I appreciate that for you. I appreciate you so much for watching. REXX. Rex at 61 cents. Looking all right. Let's see if you can bounce off that 200-day again, man. Let's see if you can bounce off that 200-day again. You did it one time here where you cracked below it and came right back, bounced off of it. Let's see if you'll do it again for support. That tombstone doji is kind of scary though. It's kind of scary though. Yeah, Big Zini, I like BLKG for the turnaround. I'm looking at that as a possible swing for myself. OHGI. Yeah, I'm looking at BLKG as a possible swing. Possible 2-week swing for myself there. OHGI, One Horizon Group. I'm not familiar with this stock. I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, Lee G, we understand it's delinquent, but it's still tradable. It's delinquent, but it's still tradable. And we got on, differentiate. I mess up that word a lot. Between, let me see, LGBT. What was that? Between the idea of just being late on a filing, LGBT. There's no ticker LGBT, man. There's no ticker. You trying to troll me, guy? Yeah, he put the ticker LGBT as the ticker. BTAM, potash. Oh, okay. Wow, I love that long. That long candle shows me. I mean, you got some buy. You got somebody in here at 002. That's a scary proposition for anybody to be in at that high. But the stock did get up to a. Man, the stock really moved today. What was up with that? Okay, so very limited buys here. Well, look at that. You had almost an hour of no buying. All right, so very limited buys in the stock. And PTAM. Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more volume going in there. Yeah, I think he was talking about LBTG. Yeah, he's talking about Liberty Coal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You kind of troll me with that ticker, man. That's hilarious. Like Big Zini just try to do. Dude, I mean when these tickers are coming, I'm not thinking like that. I'm not thinking like that, I'm not when these tickers are just coming, I'm not thinking like, he's not talking about a ticker. I'm thinking most of you guys are serious about what you're doing and that you're not putting out bullshit. Hashing Space Corporation. HSHS was up 140%. Yeah, Bad Sciences, we looked at that earlier. I'm not sure what was that about. But yeah, Liberty Coal. Yeah, we talked about Liberty Coal. And as I said, I don't know. Again, that guy who called up earlier, I would love to know how you found out about it, man. Because he called up here on, I want to say it was the 21st. And he talked about it, and, since then, it's been on the tear. But I'd love to know how it got on his radar. Was it a message board? Was it a particular, stock promotion website? I'd love to know. Gold Lakes Corporation. I don't know anything about Gold Lakes. GLLK. Gold Lakes Corporation. Don't know anything about that. I do see that there was a lot of volume coming into the stock today. But Gold Lakes is an exploration company specializing in acquiring and developing mining assets. The primary asset is known as the Big Monty property, located in Ontario, Canada. All right. The Big Monty is comprised of 7 claims totaling over 2,800 acres and was 100% acquired by Gold Lakes. All right. Not bad. Ohio-based corporation trading at 001, up 25% today. Yeah, you might want to check that float out. That float looks unusually low for a stock this cheap. See, it was last verified on July 20th of 2016. They have only 26 million shares as floating, but that might not be right. GLLK, but Andy Mon, is that the float or that's outstanding? What's the float on that, Andy Mon? I can pull it up, but I don't want to go through it right now. PTA. Yeah, could. I mean, could if you're willing to be patient enough. Could if you're willing to be patient enough. Let me see here. URI. Yamaha Gold. I don't know if I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, okay, Yamaha Gold. Looking good for 2017. Yeah, you're up. Well, yeah, I mean, you're up 20 cents since the first pullback. Yeah, this pullback here this week in Yamaha Gold is interesting. Okay, BKIT. Interesting that you bring up BKIT. BKIT, I don't know why this one doesn't pull up on my chart, but BKIT, this is one that's pushed by the penny stock profit. For whatever reason, my chart's not picking it up, but I do know it's a real ticker. And it trades on the OTCQB, BKIT. And yeah, it's a New York-based pharmaceutical company that's all about, nighttime and sleep, and they do a bunch of sleep studies, and they're trying to look for cures for insomnia. It's pushed a lot, man. It's pushed a lot again by the penny stock profit. That's pretty much his ticker, and he's been working with them for a long period of time. HSHS. This is another one too. HSHS. Let me see here. Is that? Yeah, there's another one that my stock, whatever reason, is not picking up. HSHS, huge gain today, 142% gain. So two stocks, for whatever reason, it's not picking up. I'll send an email to them about those. Get those tickers back on there, or on there to begin with. All right, RSII, I know that's rising India, as we can see there. I'm using free stock charts right now because I love the zoom, but intraday I use TradingView. All right, Rising India has been tearing it. I've talked about this stock during the show. They've just been tearing it up, man. They've really been tearing it up. And CEGX, this is a stock that I promoted a long time ago. Maybe, not that long ago, 2014. I think I might even have a video on CEGX, maybe, I think. I can't remember. I might even have a video way back when on CEGX. You might want to, I think. But this is a stock that's been under the 200 for quite a while. Yeah, going back to October 2016. So I don't know. We'll see I don't know what's going on with that, but that's another one with a lot of float though. So you might want to be careful with that. Yeah, I like TradingView. I like TradingView. Michael B, I think you're right. But in terms of the show, especially when some of you guys bring up some of these tickers, when I want to zoom in, especially on the daily chart, it's a lot better on this one. I just hate that how sometimes this doesn't pick up certain tickers, but the view is a lot better, and it's a lot faster for the stream too. If you guys remember, sometimes on TradingView, I wait like 2 or 3 seconds before a stock pulled up. I hated that shit. All right, so let me get up out of here, folks. Let me start enjoying my weekend. It's been a long week. We had Monday off, so I streamed every single day this week. And I'll be back to my regular schedule next week. I'll be back on Monday. Enjoy the weekend with your families. We'll be back here again Monday looking to make more money. I honestly believe that I'll have new news for you on POTN. Again, I honestly believe these marijuana stocks will be in the green because these prices are just way too low for what, the kind of growth these companies are on tap for 2017, bearing in mind that we hope that the government stays out of their way. Okay? All right, Parker Mills. Or just email me, dude. I don't know anything really about Thinkorswim. I've never used it. I know Mr. Lloyd uses it. Come into the Discord room if you want to talk to Mr. Lloyd about Bitcoin. I mean about not Bitcoin, about Thinkorswim. All right, there's the Discord room. There's the link to the Discord room right there. Email me at happypennystocks@gmail.com if you want the Tim Sykes videos or the Investor Live DVDs if you're looking to train to learn how to trade stocks. All right. Obviously, I don't do that here on this show. This is all about what to trade. Thank you, Big Zini. I appreciate it. If you really like this show, I really encourage you to press like right now. Press like right now. I've got some really, really good promotions coming up. Not next week, but the week following. As I said, I got a really great stock, man. I'm talking like nobody's in it right now at all. And there's a lot of money that's going to be flowing into this soon. They haven't signed the contract with me yet, but they're waiting for the whole deal with the Russia thing and the whole thing to clear up, and for America to get back on the pipeline for us to make the move. But this is a oil services company, low float, low volume right now because nobody knows about it. But the owners are like, hey man, we got the pipeline coming through our backyard. We've got some deals in the works with the companies that are going to be working on it. We need to get in front of some investors, and we thought working with you would be the best way to do it. I said, great. I'd love to tell them about it. It's like, no, not yet. Let's work on the details first. I was like, oh shit. All right, that's the most I can tell you. I want you guys to go find it for yourself, and maybe if you get yourself in a position on next week, get yourself in a position next week. What else? Let me see here. I think I had another stock I wanted to. Let me see here. There was another stock I wanted to. Bill Betts. Let me see here. Yeah, I sent well, Bill Betts, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I saw you sent me the thing. There was a dude that got at to me. There's not a lot of black CEOs on OTC markets, but he got at me. He's like, he's not, and I can talk about this because, he hasn't really done anything. And it's EQLB. EQLB. This might be something we if the money comes through, I might be doing. Whether he decides to go with me or somebody else, I don't know. But EQLB, it's a really cool thing because he signed a deal with Timbaland, the famous rap producer who makes beats and stuff like that. And what it is, it's not. He doesn't want to call it an energy drink, but it's basically a drink where it's kind of not 5-hour energy, but just it's a drink. It's a drink. It's called EQLB. Mr. Mo, Andy Mon, you said it's Mr. Mo. He's a pumper. Yeah. So, yeah, they approached me. So, look into EQLB. There's a lot of shares out there, but they're looking to do something soon. So, again, nothing's on the table, but, if you got a little bit of money, I don't, see why not. Who knows what can come up about it. If they move with me, I'll let you guys know, and it'll be very obvious. Until then, that's the play. He says a dick pills drink. Yeah, it's just a drink. I mean, it's a drink. It's a drink. It's not. I don't think it's caffeinated. It's just. But I think you can use it with mixed drinks and shit like that. I mean, go to the website, check it out. Go to the website. EQLB is the ticker. Go to the website. Shit. A highly concentrated caffeine drink. Okay, that's what they say, Londell Carter. All right, it is what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Andy Mon. He's getting ready. Oh, you're talking about SNMN. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. SNMN. Okay. I'd have to check out the new float, Andy Mon. I'd have to check out the new float. Yeah, liquid Viagra. Here's a dick pills drink. Is it a dick pills drink? I don't. Again, I haven't done too much research. It's just preliminary talks right now. It's just preliminary talks right now. Shout out to Aurora Hart. I don't know if she's still watching or not, but shout out to Aurora Hart. Aurora Hart XOXO. Shout out to you. She's watching me. She said she was watching me. And I like all her pictures on her Twitter. I wish I could post a picture of you. Maybe I can find a safe picture of you I can post. Aurora Hart. She's pretty hot too. Let me see if can I find a safe picture of you so I can post before I get up out of here. Hold on, let me see here. I'll cut it off right here. How about that? Yeah, I'm trying to find a PG-13 picture of you I can post. Let me see here. But thank you for watching my videos or my live stream. Let me see here. I'm looking for a PG. I don't know. Most of you guys probably don't know who she is. Yeah, I'm thinking she's in the room. AZFL. Yeah, we didn't even touch AZFL. But AZFL, man, as you can see here, bit the bullet today. Among so many marijuana stocks that were down. Among so many marijuana stocks that were down. See, I'm trying to look for a PG-13 pick of her. And she's got some PG-13 picks. I'm just trying to be safe with it. Oh man. Ah, crap. Hold on. I think most of you guys will definitely think she's hot. I know she's hot. You know, that's why I follow her on Twitter. I know she's hot. That one's in black and white. Let me see this one. I like a nice color one. Okay, hold on. And she's really cute. She's got that like black and Asian look. So I don't know if she's got Asian, but I know there are some people who just have that look like they have Asian in them, but they don't at all. All right, I'm just going to take this pick. And let me see here. All right. We can't go too low. Let me see. Let me capture logo. All right. Yeah, kind of like Blasian. Yeah, almost Blasian. I'm gonna put up her Twitter so you guys can follow her too. And she gets some new followers. I don't know if she's still watching or not. I know it's been a minute since she sent me that message and I didn't check it. I know it's been a minute since she sent me that message, but there she is. Shout out to Miss Aurora Hart. She's a cutie. Got a nice looking, she's got a nice body. All right, and there's her Twitter right here. There's her Twitter. Aurora Hart, OXOXO. Yeah, she's got a nice little small frame and really big boobs, man. That's her Twitter. That's her Twitter. So let me not get reported. Let me take that down. Let me get that down before I get reported. Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for another great episode. Again, it was fun. Almost. God, I told my girlfriend I would only do an hour and a half. I'm so horrible, bro. I'm so horrible. So horrible. Every time I always lie. Oh, baby, it's only gonna be an hour and a half. Only going to be an hour and a half. You know, last week we were supposed to go to the strip club. I went 7 hours, bro. I went 7 hours. We were supposed to go to the strip club. And when we go to the strip club, because people say it's funny when I take my girlfriend to strip, we don't, you know, we eat the food and stuff like that. It ain't even about the girls. The girls are just a sideshow. You know, it's just a sideshow. But we goes for the food because we got a strip club with a banging ass dinner entrees. And that's the thing, More Peace. I don't think she's a porn star. I think she's just, you know, doing her little modeling thing on the side. Yeah. But that's the thing, man. You can't punish a brother that's putting up all the money. See, that's the thing, man. You know, there's only so much you can do if I'm paying all the bills. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, Mike Reynolds. We'll be back. I really hope I'm back next week with much better news on the markets. As I said, I've always noticed that when the market is red, I don't get too many calls. You know, when it's a lot of green, that's when everybody blows me up. But, you know, when the market is red, a lot of people don't call up. It is what it is. Thank you to all the people who called up, though, in the show today. The Club Cabaret. But you can just go on their Instagram. Club Cabaret. I believe that's how it's spelled. 336. That's their Instagram, man. Hot girls on the Instagram, twerking and making their ass clap and all that other bullshit. Thank you so much, Trucker. Yearn XT, thank you so much. Londell Carter, appreciate it, sir. Yes, thank you to all the people. Exactly, Jamie. Even the trolls. Even the individuals who tried to, you know, make me look like a, you know what, I'm not even going to bring it up. Michael B, thank you so much. More Peace, thank you. Plugged In Films, thank you, sir. Big Zini, thank you, man. 3 hooks. Big Lebowski. Good night, Q to Maya. Appreciate that, man. Who else is in here? Travi, Mag3690, Mr. Lloyd, Bat Scientist, everybody who watched the show today. If you haven't already, please press like. Eban R, Matt Reed, thank you so much, sir. Mr. Baptiste, yes, sir, thank you so much, man. Bill Betts, shout out to Bill Betts. Travi, Zeke, go do some research on that Mike Tyson Bitcoin, man. Mike Tyson Bitcoin. Look into POTN. Go look at some bargains today. All these marijuana stocks, man. Maybe you can pick up something on Monday that can change your whole situation by the end of the week, man. For real. We got some winners that are down huge that you know aren't going to be down huge by the end of the week. Come on, let's just be obvious. All right. Africa Emporium, thank you, sir. The Headache 24, thank you. Jeff Thayer, hey, Jeff, thank you so much for the call. And that's, again, another, you know, a stock I'd never heard of and connected to one of my favorite athletes, Mike Tyson. That's awesome. Nikhil, thank you so much, sir. All right, so I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen, until Monday. Be safe. See you Monday. Happy trading, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night, Dean Joseph. Benjamin Ade, yes, sir.